Hey, I know you guys have gone over this 13 and 14 pair. Who do we have over on 5 and 6? Did you guys cover that one as well?
Yes. We covered it off the air.
So it was Troy Fuller, Tyler Cruz, Chris Hill, and Derek Sapp.
Yep.
Let's after Wriggles shows his shot, I'll bring in both pairs at once because it's good to cover as many as we can today. As 64 total players, and they're the best of the best bowling on this 3.6 to 1 oil ratio here.
Yeah,
Maple
it's
Lanes,
not a sport shot. It's just a modified house pattern.
Yeah, but it's a good pattern. I see lefties, righties, whole 9 yards. Take a look at the scoring pace here, just kind of looking around. We sit behind lanes 9 and 10, where we have some Nebraska folks, a little Gotcho, a little Bullhard, some other guys just taking a gander. Looks like Chucky Grote. I mean, we got some big names here, gentlemen. Tom Hess, Jason Guest.
There we do.
I'm not seeing anybody really necessarily light it up thus far. Gotchel's got double, 8 spare double out of camera range.
Well, Wagon's got an open in 5-bagger on 14.
You see Wagon on the right side of your screen.
Red shirt.
Look at the scoreboard on 13 and 14. That streak's going to end. Hey, Matt, for just practical purposes here, as you look at our software equipment here, I'm going to switch the scoreboard cams up here for you.
There you go. That way.
So that way we know right pair is right cam,
left pair is left. That'll get me confused, I'm sure, the first time I try to
Yeah, because it's been backwards all weekend.
Yeah.
That's a little behind-the-scenes action for you folks. What do you think, Wagon going to pick this?
Nope.
Oh, man. So we got Hall of Famers. We've got
PBA stars.
Yeah, former exempt pros. You got just looking around, Lenny Borish. It's just great seeing all these guys.
And Jacob Borish.
And Jacob, yeah. He was worried yesterday whether or not he was going to make it.
He had, 8 pins to spare or something like that?
Yeah, what was our cut number? What did we say it was going to be, like 78?
It ended up being 79.
Right, but we guessed 78.
I said 78, and you guys said I was crazy.
And he was one number off.
And I was one stick off.
Well, that's why. Who's going to win the Daytona 500 today, Lee?
The green car. I have no idea. Whoever doesn't fly into the fence. That's gonna hurt their chances.
There's a video out there actually of that car going into the stand.
I saw
really
that on
scary.
ESPN. That was rough.
Somebody in the crowd actually had one too that was just a couple seats over. From
Right, yeah, it was a 16-year-old kid, I believe. He got interviewed on Sports Center about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Said he will not be coming back to another NASCAR event.
Well, just sit in the owner's box or something.
Yeah, somewhere far away, although that tire apparently flew up 20-something rows. The tire jumped the fence completely and attacked the lady.
Wow.
Yeah, but they are all good, and our thoughts and prayers are all out to them, of course.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So action underway this morning. Game number 1, it's going to be 6 games. And then we're going to see, well, if I were bowling this tournament, I'd want to be in the top 4 because everything else is just way too complicated. Spots 5 through 10. And what's going to happen is 7's going to bowl 10 in a match. And simultaneously, we're going to have 8 and 9 bowling each other in a match. Then what's going to happen is those 2 winners of those matches are then going to bowl the 5 and the 6 seeds. And then the winners of each of those matches will be your first match in the stepladder. The winner of that match will go on to face the 4 seed. Then the winner will go to the 3 seed and the 2 seed and the 1 seed, where we'll crown a champion today and a $3,000 first prize. got a lot of respect for Derek Sapp's game. Sapp has been an unbelievable bowler for quite some time. He's got a collegiate national championship with Western Illinois University.
Did he grow up in the St. Louis area? Or am I thinking of a different Derek Sapp? Who's the Sapp that grew up bowling juniors with us, Gateways? Wasn't there a Sapp, S-A-P-P?
You know, there could have been, but not that I know.
Thinking,
you're a few years younger than me, so
yeah, but
I don't remember one. But Derek Sapp is from Keokuk, Iowa.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he just came down to bowl the Gateways, and we did that a lot, come up here to bowl the Jizbits.
Yeah, might have been. Don't forget today as well, the USBC Masters will be on ESPN, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. For your top seed, Jason Belmonte, we heard from yesterday. He actually joined us at the end of C Squad via the telephone.
That was an awesome thing he pulled off there last night.
Yeah, we talked to Matt McNeil, defending champion of this event, who had a nice run at the Masters, and then I was challenged in the chat. Basically, I was told that I have a great Rolodex, and I said, well, let's just push this envelope. Let's see, let's see who else in this Rolodex we might be able to get. And I basically could get in contact with anybody else that made the show, and I figured, let's call Belmo the top seed, talk to him a little bit, considering he was involved in a match with Machuga yesterday. That Machuga took him about 4 minutes to throw 2 balls, and he gave an interesting perspective on that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
As if you watch that video back, you'll see like a cart off to the side, like going down the side aisle, like where some bowling centers like put their lane machines. And Belmonte told us yesterday that during that match, they were actually building the TV finals on the other side of the curtain, and you could hear people hammering and moving stuff around as they were diligently working to get ready for this TV broadcast today, because there's a lot of set building involved in that.
Yeah, they do a lot to get that to look good for TV.
Yeah, and there was a lot of noise being made, and then it was dead silent. And then a cough or something had distracted Machuga. Belmonte said he had actually kind of left the area because he didn't really want to watch. So we'll have that uploaded to YouTube for you. You'll be able to see that and listen to that, actually, from last night's qualifying. We should have that up Tuesday or so this upcoming week. Don't want to miss that. (13-14) scoreboard. Matt Wagon with a possible 243.
Riggle says 227 off Buchan, 269.
Slow start for the Canadian.
Hey.
Hey. Kind of traffic does inside bowling generate from Canada, Mike?
Pretty good. We've got a pretty international field. We get Australia, as you mentioned on the holiday broadcast, holiday doubles broadcast league.
Had some followers from England last week.
Yeah, Ireland. Yeah, so we've
touching all corners of the world.
Yeah, we sure are. We still have yet to have someone check in from China.
That's a good point.
Are we
the Far East?
But if we do, we have egg roll for you.
Are we blocked?
No, I don't think so. We have a egg roll and a ramen noodle for you.
Ireland is here again. Yeah, Biggs is in the chat again as well.
Yeah,
How about that? He's been with us the last 3 weeks, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
That's great.
How about that?
Luck of the Irish.
I'll say.
Riggles didn't like that ball reaction one bit.
The, whatever you want to call our power to jinx is
yeah, I had that confused yesterday.
is in full effect.
The Stream Crusher.
Stream Crusher.
Stream Crusher.
Oh, the Buzzkill.
The Buzzkill, the Black Cloud, or the Cat. Take your pick.
Got a tweet coming in. Dubuque Area Bowling, our good friend, Mr. Chris Hill. Morning, fellas. Sitting in Atlanta Airport watching the stream.
Morning, Chris. Nice to see you again in cyberspace.
Get a look at Rick Miller off the corner of your screen there over on lane 12. Rick Miller, a great megabuck bowler. He's got 4 in a row right now. Shannon Buchan, nice game here. Can shoot 269. That'd be a great opening game for Buchan. Got a lot of respect for Shannon's game. Bring in 2 screens at once as we look at Shannon on 13 and 14. Well, not what he was looking for. First ball in the 10th.
The cat is out of the bag, as they say.
We got possible 235, 225, 229. And as soon as the turkey gets off the screen, 245 on the lanes 5 and 6. That's been high scoring yesterday as well.
Yeah,
right.
5 and 6, and then 300 was on 13 and 14.
We had 299 on 3 and 4 yesterday. Looks like all of our streaming issues have been resolved once I dialed it back. We're streaming online live right now at about a third of what we usually, quality-wise, send out. We're at the mercy of the internet connection, but if you're watching archive footage on YouTube, we actually record in-house at 720p, and we will have crystal clear quality uploaded to YouTube for you. Special thanks to Brian Burkhart for making all that happen for us, as we have an excellent team at InsideBowling.com. And speaking of excellent teams, the staff here has been tremendous this week dealing with us and this weekend and providing complimentary sodas for us and asking if we ever need anything.
Staff here is great, and tournament staff is phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about the tournament staff. Jennifer does such a great job collecting scores and walking around and making sure we're up to date on who's who and where they're going, and it's just a great experience.
When InsideBowling.com eventually has our IBOCs, we're going to have to move Jennifer to whatever part of the country that's going to be. And she will be the chief score gatherer and score communications manager for InsideBowling.com, as she is amazing, and she does a great job, and we will utilize her when we do start our brand new IBOCs. The IBOCs should come to you in the year 2017.
I laugh, but that's not that far off.
I know. You know what the
scary.
IBOCs are, right, Matt?
IBOC, the Inside Bowling
Open Championships.
Open Championship.
Yeah. Singles, doubles, and team. We're going to do it our own way, though.
That sounds fun.
We got some great stuff we're going to do with the IBOCs. We're looking for cities that want to host the IBOCs already. To start a singles, doubles, and team event from scratch is not going to be easy.
No.
So we're going to need all your help at home when we start the IBOCs. And believe me, Boudouris, when we do that, we are going to make some waves in this ocean. I've heard of tsunamis, but this is going to be better than a tsunami.
I think a lot of things are better than a tsunami.
Well, yeah, it's true.
But we get
more powerful.
There you go.
Than a tsunami.
Okay, things that are better and more powerful than tsunami is our new group to 13 and 14.
Who is the new
This
group?
is Matt Smith, Andy Mills, Chuck Grote, and Rob Gottschall.
Yep.
Gottschall had 253 that game. Well, he'll move him up the leaderboard a little bit. Got a question in the chat for you, Mike, from Old School. How much coffee have you had this morning?
I've had no coffee whatsoever, but I'm feeling well today. I think I'm feeling well because I feel like I'm running a race right now. And basically, I've been running this race for about a month. And I am almost to the ribbon at the end of the race, and I'm about to run through it.
There you go. Any good scores being shot so far? Well, nothing too extravagant.
253 is the highest I can see on these.
I see a 244 down there on 5 and 6.
Yep.
And that's about as far as I can see, you guys.
We hope you're enjoying this continuing coverage of the Fusion Realtors Open here. It's the Cashers round, 64 players. 2 on a lane. They're using the whole house today, huh?
Yeah.
31 and 2 were not in play yesterday.
That's right. They are in play today. Their skip procedure is a little different today also. They'll be skipping 1 pair out the gate, 2 pairs after the second game, 3 pairs after the third game, and then back to 1 pair, and then 2 pairs again. So a little different than yesterday where they just moved right 1 after the first game and then skipped 1 pair.
So I'll let you keep everybody abreast of that because that's just way too much for me to handle today.
All right. Matt, looks like you got a doubles partner offer at the IBO
Oh, Mal.
series.
Oh, hey, how about that, Mal? If I'm thinking that's got to be Mal Petrino.
Patrico,
I'm sure he's laughing. Sure he's going to put something friendly in the chat for me now that I butchered his name.
Oh, yeah. How do you do that?
Hey, he's on my bowling team even.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Well, good morning, Mal.
Yeah.
I imagine you're working hard this morning.
Matt, you need a drink over here, bud?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
Hook you up. I'll be
Need
your
a coaster?
personal.
Sure, yeah,
I'll
the
be
coaster.
your personal lane waiter here up in the booth. Yeah. We use gaffing tape as coasters.
Yes,
like
we
the
do.
actual roll of it.
That way nothing gets damaged up here.
If any of you are looking for any inside bowling gift ideas, all you got to do is head over to gaffingtape.com and send us a roll once in a while. We'd appreciate
few rolls.
it. It's only $35 a roll or so.
And it would go a long way to providing these great bowling.
It's the gift that keeps on giving the whole year, Matt.
It surely is.
Boudouris, let's look at Rob Gottschall's game here.
A little bit out the window.
Yeah, I didn't like that one. 2-8-10.
The Robert Gottschall. That's all he does is bowls.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's all he does. He does bowls and buys white belts occasionally.
That adds 11 pins to your average, I heard.
That would make me a 230 average bowl.
That put me all over the 240 range. Going for the count there, Rob. Rough way to start the game, but hopefully he'll be able to bring that back.
8 pins trying to work and do this at the same time, kind of tough to keep up.
Well, we appreciate you tuning in at work for all you out there. I know Mal's doing the same thing. We appreciate your company here Sunday morning.
If you want any celebrity phone interviews today, just put your request in the chat. I can see what can happen.
Antonio Medina is unavailable. He has the day off and he's bowling. So our good friend Mr. Medina will not be able to join us, unfortunately.
The Funky Cold Medina.
Funky Cold Medina.
Speaking of cold, I have not taken my jacket off the entire weekend.
It's been cold this weekend.
Yeah.
I've been freezing.
Yeah.
It's definitely cold up here in Iowa. I think the temperature, the high today is only supposed to be like 26, I believe.
Yeah, it is chilly. It is chilly. We're going to start getting some hand warmers.
Yeah, we need some foot warmers too. You know?
I do have this really cool jacket thing, though, where my thumbs fit in here.
That sure is cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know. It's weird shaking people's hands, though. Like, they're like, what's wrong with this guy?
Right.
Is he Michael Jackson?
Well,
I'm just, I'm just trying to look at the man in the mirror, figure out if he's black or white.
43 degrees today at home when we get there.
Oh.
Heat wave.
Can't wait for that. We already got hand hugs going in the chat.
Oh, hand hugs.
Yeah, Mal wants a hand hug.
Hand hugs are a great thing. We haven't done one yet. I'll tell you what I'll do. Tom Hess wants a hand hug.
Yeah, he's
he does.
Yeah.
They're going over to 11 and 12. I'll get a hand hug with Hess here in just a minute.
Yep.
I'll work on that, boys.
You'll be able to see Tommy Bowl on the left side of the screen on 13 and 14. He's going to skip over the featured pair.
Yeah, he's actually talking to Gottschall right now.
Is Gottschall a PBA member?
No. He's an amateur bowler. He bowls every Mega Buck / the who's who amateur tournaments in the country.
Like this one?
Yeah, and you know what? I love Rob because this is like his deal out on the road. He just bowls and he drinks O'Doul's.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
Seriously. I mean, he takes this serious. Goes to bed, at a decent hour. I mean, he's no square by any means.
No.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But on the weekends when he's not bowling, you can see on his Facebook page, he's tailgating at Nebraska for not 4 or 5 hours. I mean, he sets up a trailer.
Oh,
I
really?
mean, he's got a freaking Foreman grill, and I mean, this guy, he bowls hard, but he plays harder, so to speak, if that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense, actually.
And a great guy, though, and so complimentary.
Oh, yeah. I got a chance to talk to him yesterday in the booth a little bit. He sure is a nice guy. Him and Tom Hess, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, most of these guys. I've been talking about this. No offense to collegiate tournaments that we do or, the TNBA last week, that monster of an event that we had there. But I always, coming up here to Iowa, we've been coming here for a year and a half or so. When I come in the door here, I get hugs and real hugs, not hand hugs, but real hugs. And everybody's so excited to see us here, show up. And they really appreciate us. And this is kind of like coming home, believe it or not. It's kind of like a home away from home. I guarantee you if Rob Gottschall lived in St. Louis, Tom Hess lived in St. Louis, Riggles, Lenny Borish, I mean, just some of these guys I have these great relationships with, guests, and I'm forgetting a ton of people, but, Matt McNeil, and I had a Super Bowl party and sent an invite out on Facebook, they would all be there. I truly believe that. They are, my friends away from home, and that makes me want to talk to you two wonderful people and want to take a road trip up here and bring the action to people at home because they're just such great people. And speaking of that, guys, I'm gonna let you take over, Matt. I'm gonna go out in the field and see what I can't figure out as far
See
as
if you can't get us any hand hugs.
Yeah, hand hugs, interviews, things like that. So
Tom just struck for your opening back-to-back double.
Yeah, well,
it might be hand hug time.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do, guys.
All right.
Mike, back to the kids' table for the moment, playing with this laptop there. See, 5 and 6 would be our leaders.
Okay, let's
as of the end of last night. So
let's head on over
Scott
there.
Rain, Dwayne Kiltz, Mike Peters, and you were tournament leader Brian Crane, good friends with Mr. McNeil, who we talked with last night.
Yeah, Matt McNeil had an excellent run at the Masters this week. He got knocked out by Walter Ray, if I'm right. Got some tweets coming in to Butte Area Bowling. Maybe get some of those lounge snuggie blankets for the chilly temperatures. That's a good observation there. Over here on 5 and 6, we have, as Lee said, your leaders. going into the cut round this morning. Not sure their scores yet from the first game. Those will be updated here shortly. Jennifer's doing a great job at that. Did we see the video of Mika picking the 7-10 yesterday?
I did.
Did you?
It was apparently during the first game, and just kind of whacked the 10 pretty hard to back to the far corner like you're supposed to, and got a friendly bounce.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
And he advanced by less than 10 sticks. So,
wow.
So all else equal,
yeah,
that got him into the show.
Well, good for Mika. I met him a long time ago, actually, when the tour came to St. Louis. He's a nice guy.
Picked that like a 4.610, I believe, many years ago at the Baby Ruth Real Deal Classic in Belleville.
I'm assuming that was at St. Clair? Or?
St. Clair and Bel Air.
And Bel Air.
The
old Bel Air.
Where they walked into the show throwing out little candy bars of Baby Ruth. And I think the trophy was also filled with candies as well.
Yeah, little snack-sized candies.
They might have been the real thing.
Oh,
like
the
a regular
full size. Wow.
I'm not sure.
That's
it was 2004. Good morning to Gail Myers Jr. in the chat. Made it home last night.
That's good. See, you got a good night's sleep. I tried to as well.
You had about a 4-hour head start on the rest of us.
I didn't get to bed right away. I stayed out, watched a little TV, got my things together for today, and headed off to bed. So we talked about the leaders here on 5 and 6. Let's check out 13 and 14 again. Over here is
Gotchel.
Yeah, Rob Gotchel.
Trying to pick the big four on camera.
Oh, fair attempt at it. That's a tough break, though. Also on that pair, we have Andy Mills, Chuck Grote, and Matt Smith. And if my letters are correct, which I think they are not, I think I messed that up. Rob Gotchel should be D. Is that right over there? Yes, that is right. So then I can't see where the O's are.
This is Matt Smith.
Matt Smith on 14?
Yeah. Got a three-bagger working.
One more for the Hambone. And he gets it. Nice ball. Try and show you our cool little feature here, the picture in a picture, showing you 5 and 6 and 13 and 14 at the same time.
It's Mike Peters on 4. And
every time I hear that name, it gets me confused with the Mike Peters from back home.
Right. You know, Mike Peters bowls a lot with Jeff Carter, doubles and team events.
Oh, okay.
Various different tournaments around the Midwest and elsewhere. It's like those, what are they? I think they're for ESPN, where the average 40-something-year-old guy, business guy with a briefcase, goes around as Michael Jordan because that's his real name.
Yeah, I think.
And everybody's disappointed.
Yeah.
Well, both Mike Peters that we know can certainly throw it. So.
Oh, sure. Especially, I don't really know Mike Peters from up here very well.
This guy can throw it.
Yeah.
Need to get Gotchel back on the strike train here. A rough start on 13 and 14.
And in case you're just joining us, this is the Cashiers round of the Fusion Realtors Open here at Maple Lanes in Waterloo, Iowa. I'm Matt Turek alongside Lee Boudouris. Been here all weekend. Mike Flanagan is walking around. Going to get a nice some sort of interview.
All right. Let's see who he's got here.
We're all just feverishly waiting to see what you're up to next, Mike. Show you the scoreboard here on lanes 13 and 14. We got a good score going up there. Rob, no, that's not.
Andy
That's
Mills.
Matt. Andy Mills.
Can't trip out the 10 there.
Show
and
you
then
the scoreboard there. Andy Mills is the C, right?
he is A.
Okay, so Matt Smith then is C. Got a nice game going. Big strength.
No, he's got the strength. And then Chuck Grote is the in the red here. 4-bagger, 9-out strike.
Yep. There's a good 267 if he can go off the sheet.
There's Gouchel back on the strike train. Andy Mills was on the winning team at Nationals last year. I find it interesting how like half of his slide foot is off the ground when he pushes off.
How about the windmill guy from yesterday?
That would hurt.
It hurt me just watching
Him and watching Greg Thomas bowl would throw any shoulder out without actually picking up a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Thomas is in the number as of the end of yesterday. He's down a few pairs. We'll see him a little bit later.
Mike, what do you got for us down there?
Oh, I'm just hanging out behind lanes 9 through 12 right now. I'm observing Derek Sapp and Tom Hess. They're doing a little talking here. Talking about the ball reaction today. I'm watching Hess. Hess is on lane 11 right now. He's got a triple, 8 spare, 7 spare, so he has not got 9 or better on his last 2 shots. Kind of talking quiet down here, too, because I'm right up on the players, actually.
Yeah, you are right down in the bowlers area, Mike.
Yeah, I am. I don't know if I got a camera on me.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'm
And
just,
there you are.
This is Derek Sapp right here. He's participated on the professional bowler circuit. And I'm down here right now. So I'm watching these guys.
Okay, we're going back to 13 and 14.
Tom has fast 8 on Mr. Flanagan there.
You can see his ball there on lane 11 on the far left of your screen.
Trying to figure out the best approach here with Tom, guys, because I'm gonna go right to him after this.
After he spares.
Yeah. Yep. That I am.
As you can see him there, right next to you as he walks forward.
Looks like the lanes are a little tight today, but it looks like Tom has gone high a couple shots in a row. So I haven't been watching every shot as I was getting the camera ready. I'll see if I can get him to come over.
Wriggles.
I got Jeff Wriggles right here.
Anybody under age 50.
Jeff, what's your ball reaction like right now?
Well, I went and got a ball that didn't work yesterday because I had to move like 10 and 5 left on the next pair because a couple of guys were, of course, in front of the ball, return right away.
In front of the ball, return right away.
He's flapping, he knows.
Derek Sapp.
You know what? Just go left and hit it with a 100-grit ball.
Derek Sapp, you got a second to come over here, Derek?
Whatever it was, I'm going to get him for my ABC team.
Derek, we're going to look right here, actually. Yep. Derek Sapp here joins me. What's so funny down here in the bowlers area?
It amazes me that in a long pattern, people just jump in right away when their ball hooks with something with that much surface, and it just, what are you going to do eventually? We're bowling 6 games. Where are you going to go? And so it's bowlers sometimes are very, 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 very stubborn. That sums it up.
Yeah, you got a pretty good ball reaction today, huh?
I do. They're hooking more in the front, I think, today. The ball I usually started with yesterday was about useless, but we'll see. There's a long way to go. Hopefully I can keep it going.
You won the last one I was part of.
Yes, that was fun. I hope, hopefully I have a repeat.
That'd be cool, man. We're rooting for you. Derek Sapp down here having fun this morning. Actually, Sapp's on the first 6. He's looking for a ham turkey dinner. I'll tell you what, if he gets this one, I'll get a camera in range here.
Yeah, that won't be too much of a problem.
Yeah, hopefully he has strikes so I can get this hand hug in. Otherwise, we're in some serious problem. Hi, Mr. McBride. Good morning. How's your ball reaction?
Not so good. Not making very many spares either.
That's not good at all.
It's not a win-win.
Josh McBride is not win-winning. We wish you luck, Josh. Wichita State, the pride of Wichita State University, Josh McBride. I'm just down here in the bowlers area waiting to get kicked out, guys. I mean, this is the cashers round. This is no longer qualifying.
Yeah, this is serious business here.
I got my microphone cable in Derek Sapp's bag. He's got to throw it a spare now. His string is over. Jason Guest. Would you be my guest? All right. Hey, I'm here with Brunswick's Jason Guest. Jason, what's your ball reaction like today?
Not great. I'm like, 7 left of maybe where I finished yesterday. Not by choice. I tried to play out a little too long the first game, but I don't think it's going to get. I think my ball reaction is going to get great today, so I'm just going to grind it and see what happens and roll with it. I don't know.
What ball are you using today?
Using Aura Paranormal. That's what I used yesterday. All 7 games. My friends do call me One Ball Willie. Find something I like. I'm not a big risk taker, Probably could have got some more pins yesterday if I had changed balls towards the end, but didn't want to give the pocket up.
Are you going to beat your buddy Woolwind in this tournament?
I smoked him, by the way. Where is he at? I don't think he's here yet.
I just figured I'd just throw that in there. I know you guys are buddies and like to razz each other.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right, well, good luck, man.
All right.
Good luck to you. It's Jason Guest down here, Team Brunswick.
Let's look at the scores on 5 and 6 real quick,
Sure
Matt, because
thing.
they're high.
Yeah, they are.
God.
244, 269. 269 for Dwayne Kiltz.
Do we have a score update after game 1? I would imagine it's got to already be up.
I'm sure we do.
For the record, that was humor and sarcasm, not seriousness, and I'm actually having a good game. But I did have to switch balls and move like 8 and 5. I'm not kidding.
That's the voice of Hall of Famer Jeff Riggles. Wanted to just come back and be politically correct with all of you at home. He's actually bowling well. He doesn't want anybody to seem like out there in cyberspace that he's complaining. So he walked all the way back down here from 19 and 20.
We do have a scoring update after game 1. However, okay, there we go. It doesn't show their game. It just shows their 8-game total.
That'll be good enough.
In that case, then Brian Crane is still leading at plus 303. Dwayne Kiltz is still in second with 289. Nicholas Crummell is in third with plus 279. Mike Peters is in fourth with plus 250, and Tyler Cruz rounds out the top 5 at plus 241.
Well, what color is Crane there? Is he A or C?
Crane, Brian Crane should be A.
So 244 for our leader.
As you can
Nice
see there with our
solid score.
score. Yeah, 167. How'd that get in there? and they're going to be moving pairs. Let's take you back to 13 and 14, where we still have action finishing up on game number 2.
Mike, Mr. Myers says Riggs is good at quote, foot and mouth, quote, and then cover his tracks.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think if Hess gets a double here, I got a chance for the hand hug.
I hope you can get it.
I hope so.
Susie Fever just retweeted that we're live streaming the finals.
So Hess goes triple, 8 spare, 7 spare, 8 spare, strike. Uh-oh, this is left to target. Yeah, I don't think the hand hug's going to come out.
But he's just smiling about it, though.
Actually, I'm going to turn this negative into a positive.
Can't wait to see how you do that.
Yeah, me neither.
Over on 13 and 14, Matt Smith at 246. Who else is over there? Gottschall's kind of grinding it out. Andy Mills, 237. And Chuck Rook finished with 236.
All right, I'm going to try this, guys. Hopefully I can wave him over. Maybe Guest will stand closer over to the scoring monitor. So
kind of direct him through the... Oh.
All right, he covered the spare, so I think I'm okay. Let's see what I can do. Tom, got a second? All right, I got him, guys. I'm here with Tom Hess. Tom, your ball reaction in the last few frames I know isn't what you've been looking for. Looks like you've been a little inside target on a shot or two. But we don't care about that. What we want to do is we want to get this positive mojo going, and we want to get a hand hug this morning.
Hand hug? All right.
All right, let's do it. Hand hug right here. That's it. And then you got to like kind of spin it and show everybody that both sides of this thing.
Okay.
We got a hand hug this morning with Tom Hess. And, yeah, you can get Tom's good side. There you go. Tom, you're going to get it going here. I know you are.
I'm just not bowling very good right now. I got a great ball reaction when I hit what I'm looking at. I just keep deciding that, hey, why not just throw a 3 left every shot?
Yeah, just go back to the tape from yesterday when you were talking about those things that you were going through that we talked about yesterday. You were working with your guys at the Brunswick mini camp. Remember keeping that weight on the back and keeping your ball, your ball speed down. You're going to be just fine.
Oh yeah. Spare game's good, thank God. Because unfortunately I've shot a bunch of them already today, but got a lot of bowling left. We'll get there.
Yeah, you still got 230 left this game. I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to go plus this game and make a run at this tournament, man. We hope to see you later in the day.
Thank you, Mike.
That's Tom Hess getting the hand hugs down here, guys.
Mike, we just lost 85% of our viewers after the hand hug. We're down to 15.
Well, it happens. We'll get them back up. All you got to do is go out and show that picture of you with your shirt off, Lee, and we'll have 250 more again.
Yeah, that fan club. You'll have people lining up out the door. Right now, bowling on our featured pairs, 5 and 6, 13 and 14 is nixed. Nobody is bowling right now, so we're leaving it on Mike right now if you can fill some time.
Yeah, but hey, actually go to 13 and 14. You'll see Hess's ball reaction on 12.
Okay, that's a great idea. He's getting ready to throw. He's on the approach right now.
That was funny. You were like, leave it on me. Fill some time. I love it. All right, Tom Hess, lane number 12. He's been having a hard time prying it off his hand. He's missing left on his shots here. Working on a spare. Oh, he got that one where he wanted. Maybe a little further towards the outside. I'm telling you, the hand hug worked. It was all in the hug. It was all in the hand hug. He got it. Back to us. He's back.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Tom, that was it.
Sweep of the nation. Hand
the hand hug, man. It's magical. It gets electricity in your hand.
I'm going away from the booth, man. You better add some cord to that, because if I need one later, I'm going to expect you down there.
I got a wireless mic. I'll get that on. We could wire you up. I know yesterday you said you wanted to be wired up for an entire block.
That may not be a good idea.
No, man, we're just having fun out here. But that was a much better shot. I know that was probably a little right of where you wanted to be, but man, were able to have the ball recover nicely with that Brunswick product and hit light shaker. You need it.
Actually, that was on line where I wanted to be. I just threw a little hard because I'm trying to make sure I get it out. Just got a little quick. If I throw it on the same line at the correct speed, that'll be 10 back.
You heard it, 10 back, he says.
All right.
Love it. See, this is good TV.
Let's talk about who's coming up on our featured pairs.
That's a good idea, man.
Over on 13 and 14, we'll have not our leaders, but our people that will be fighting for the step ladders there. We'll have Dave Carter, Nicholas Crummel, Nick Heimland, and Rick Volhard. They'll be coming up on 13 and 14.
Here's trouble, Mike, with Rick Volhard on the feature pair.
And then over on 5 and 6, we're going to have J.C. Kramer, Jim Kurdowski, Jeff McCain, and T.J. York. They'll be getting underway here very shortly as bowlers are starting to move pairs. Game 2 is just finishing up here at the Fusion Realtors Open. This is the Cashiers round. My name is Matt Turek. I'm joined beside Lee Boudouris and
I got a camera on Hess.
Sideline reporter and
Kind
just
of.
all-around extraordinaire, Mike Flanagan.
Yeah, Hess is striking now. That's it right there. That's better. You got it on this camera, Matt?
I do.
Yeah, he just turned around and looked at us and said that was better. So I'm telling you right now, it's all because of the hand hug. And that little coaching lesson brought to you by myself and the folks at myselfcoaching.com.
/
I realize this camera angle isn't the best, guys. We've got people moving around, but you'll still get a chance to watch Hess here.
Yeah, he's in the
Josh McBride.
multicolored shirt there, as you can see.
You can go to Mike's coaching
I'm down here on the
website.
lanes, everybody, and I'm calling the action.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah, you can actually go to Mike's coaching website. That's outsidebowling.com.
Yeah.
It's got all of
you
Mike's lessons up there. And
You think I can tell Derek Sapp to sit down while Hess bowls?
well, he's
Like
trying
right
to-
now?
He's
Looks
trying
like
to shoot 250. No.
All right, well, I'll tell you what Hess does.
Hey.
A
an
light
8-pin.
shaker for an 8-pin, but still compared to the case of the tugs that he had with 8 spare, 7 spare, 8 spare, 6 spare, I mean, for him to go light shaker, flush, light shaker, that's much better. That's much more in the range. I mean, you would rather be in that zone than the zone that he was in. Hey, I got an interview down here. Let's just scoot over this way. We got a camera right here. Hi, Mike Flanagan here with Rob Gottschall. Hi, Rob.
I just wanted to let everybody know that if you cross the little black line, it is very, very bad for your score. Very bad, especially when you have a spare in the frame before that. It's like opening twice in one frame.
Did you do that?
I did. It led to 165.
Oh,
Rob.
Well, we got 4 games left. About 250 the first game.
We know you did.
But, I guess I got big feet.
Have you ever fouled like in a tournament? Are you like known for this?
I did once before. I fouled in the finals of the Grand Boot Hill, the first one that I won, and then I doubled in the 10th to beat Liz Johnson. So
Okay.
A lot of frames left.
All right, Rob, go get him. That's Rob Gottschall fouling today.
That's not good.
No, not good at all.
all right. Well, we're back underway here with action on 13 and 14 as Game 3 is getting underway.
Is Rick Volhard available for an interview before he gets started? He's on our feature pair.
Yeah.
Got the whole world on the shirt.
He sure does.
I'll see what I'm gonna take a break from this for a moment.
Sure.
I'll see what I can come up with in a little bit.
All right, that was Mike Flanagan with some sideline reporting there. Good job, Mike. Taking you back here, this is game number 3 here on the featured pair, lanes 13 and 14. On this pair, once again, is Dave Carter, Nicholas Crummel, Nick Heilman, and Rick Volhard.
This will be Heilman on 14.
He's
Bowled with
C?
Andy. Yeah, he's bowled with Andy Mills
Okay.
on that team in Baton Rouge.
Let's see if we got a standing update here.
Game 2's not done yet, so probably wouldn't be there.
Okay, it looks like we do have. Well, we have individual scores now for game number 1 from the Cashiers round.
Okay.
So I know we were looking at that from before. Brian Crane led the pack last game, the first game, with 233. Oh no, I'm sorry, these are not in order. They're not in any sort of order. Okay, so Nicholas Crummel had 257. That's the highest game I see on my. Oh no, Dave Barris at 289.
Nice.
That's a nice score. Yeah, these are not in any type of order whatsoever.
They're probably in order by total pins.
Yeah, they are. Good observation there, Lee.
Dave Barris was in 57th place after yesterday.
I love Dave
so
Barris.
289 helped the cause.
Yeah, it looks like we got tickers working and everything, Matt. Good job.
Thanks. That
Did you
is
guys-
after game number 1. Those are total pins. Pins do carry over.
Did you guys talk about this posted prize list?
No, I was just going to get to that.
Yeah, here, I'll go over it. I'm looking
Okay.
at it right here.
All right,
Fusion
great.
Realtors open prize list. First place, $3,000. Second place, $2,300. Third place will take home a cool $1,800. Fourth, $1,500. Fifth, $1,250, and sixth, $1,000. So if you make it into that top 6, you're getting at least $1,000 on a $120 entry fee. You're getting almost 10 to 1 for 6th place. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
7th and 8th are $800 apiece, $650 apiece for 9th and 10th. The last cash spot today looks like it's going to be $200. But hell, even if you finish 20th, you're getting 3 times your money at $450.
Yeah,
so
you can't
a lot
beat
of
that.
a lot of added money here. This is a
That's thanks to the
tremendous payout.
sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's looks like action is underway here on 5 and 6. We'll take you down there. Here on 5 and 6, we have J.C. Kramer, Jim Kardowski, Jeff McCain, and T.J. York.
Had a lot of Jim Kardowski's fans in the chat last night at Gold Sea Squad.
Yeah.
Got a Storm jersey on again today, red instead of black. Hopefully Jim's fans know that he's going on the internet right now.
We sure can. Oh, yeah, that's your name there. Oh, yeah. We go to split screen. Let's take you there now. 5 and 6 on the left, 13, 14 on the right. Only bad thing about split screen, we don't have scoreboards up, but that's all right. The game's just starting.
I got a score sheet that was just set down right in front of me, Matt.
Oh, really?
By Jason Rook, and I can tell you it says 227, 257.
Oh, that's a nice 2 games in a row.
84 over for today.
Got a tweet coming in from Jackie Sedman.
Watching.
Yeah, retweet, live streaming the finals here coming up on Inside Bowling TV. And you can check us out. There's a couple ways you can interact with us via the chat on the InsideBowling.tv. Or you can tweet us by using the hashtag InsideBowling, and we will post your tweets on the screen just like we did with that one. Morning, Hollywood.
And if you know, lots of people in our other events have cool setups in their living room or man cave or whatever to watch us.
Go ahead.
You know, you got the 60, 70-inch TVs or the 2 TVs or whatever you got. You can take a picture of that and post it up to Twitter or our Facebook page.
Yeah, we do. We want to see what you're watching us on. As we had some good pictures a few events ago of people watching us in their living room, hooked up with their TV, connected to the internet.
Check out this shirt on 5, Matt, from Brett McCann.
Yeah, that's
Jeff McCann, I'm sorry.
That's pretty cool. I like that 2-tone lime yellow. If that makes any sense at all.
Big hammer
shirt
in front of it.
Yeah.
And a perfect shirt for the, what was that? The one yellow raw hammer back in the day. That would have fit with that shirt. Forget which one it was.
Yeah. I can't remember either off the top of my head.
You know what we need to have happen, guys?
What's that?
We need somebody to pick a 7-10 on one of our broadcasts one of these days. Because, like, the PBA's already got 12,000 views in less than 24 hours of Mika picking the 7-10. Yeah, we need that to happen. So if you're bowling a tournament and you're watching live online, if you leave a 7-10, would you come flag us down so we can record it?
Yeah. In between shots, just watching us on our phone.
Yeah, just if you're not doing anything, if you're not fried out or anything from leaving a 7-10, just come get us in the middle of thinking about picking it, please.
Yeah, in the middle of your run for the steps.
Sure.
We won't mind at all.
What do you guys think about having a tournament that's 100 games?
No.
Wow. I think, how long is that going to take?
What do you think about having a 100-game tournament?
That's How you gonna pull that off?
It'd have to be like a week-long tournament.
More than a week. I mean, how many games? You got 7 days in a week if they bowl every day.
Yeah, I mean,
how many games can you fit into a day?
Like 14, 2 7-game blocks.
In 1 day?
7 games, break, come back, bowl 7 more every day.
No.
I wouldn't want to do it.
I know one person who would show up and do it.
$1,000 entry fee, $100 per day goes into the daily cashing money, and then $300 goes into the cumulative total with a stepladder final. 100-game tournament on 14 different patterns.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
What do you think about that?
Brett Cunningham would do it.
I was thinking Bob Marable would do it.
Bob,
yeah.
yeah.
I don't care how old he is.
Yeah,
He'd
man,
be
he
there.
can roll that rock.
So we're up to 2.
Gail Myers says you need to stop drinking the funny stuff.
That's true, he
There's
does.
no way you get entries. Sure there is. What if I got Geico to put up $1 million?
Then you can get entries.
So don't say never, Gail Myers.
I still wouldn't bowl. I don't even know how long it takes me to bowl 100 games anymore.
Just because Gail Myers can only bowl 9 games at a time out of town doesn't mean I can't have 100. All-time USBC Open Championships career average leader Gail Myers. His resume speaks for itself. But if Gail Myers could no longer bowl anymore for some horrible reason, I just want you to know, Gail Myers, I would still want to talk to you, and I would still want to hang out with you.
Oh.
Because I like you, Gail Myers. Bings92 says, I have an idiot of a son who would do it. He'll bowl. Oh, man, that's funny. Every time I see somebody with the name Sharky in the chat rooms, I always think of, I believe it was Lonnie Sharkey. Or Lenny Sharkey, maybe, from the World Team Challenges. Help me out, chat.
On 12, you can see coming in and out of the shot Brian Crane in the blue jersey, our leader. Or New Skin. Yeah, the New Skin products would be a good sponsor of that, as long with every brace company. Like knee braces, arm braces.
FJ.
Doesn't Bayer sponsor the PBA?
Yeah, they used to. If they still don't now.
Absolutely. And the Alka-Seltzer Cheetah Championship, Alka-Seltzer Plus Cold Cheetah Championship.
That's not going to have an effect on a 100-game tournament, though.
Well, if you get sick, it would. If you got sick on day 3 or something.
What kind of tournament are you running here where people are going to be just planning on people getting sick to their stomach? I guess if you're bowling that many games, I guess you will.
Old School says the Ibuprofen Open.
So I'll show you the scoreboard here on 5 and 6. Give you a little chance to see how our bowlers are faring down on that pair.
And
then we'll show you 13 and 14.
Yeah, let's show that scoreboard because we've got 2 bowlers who have not missed.
Yeah, B and D. Let's see here. B looks like Nicholas Crummell, and D looks like Rick Volhard, according to my sheet. Rick is up. Nicholas is up on lane 14 right now, so we'll take you there.
Don't forget, you can tweet hashtag Inside Bowling. We'd love to see your tweets appear on the screen. I would love to see your tweets.
Hey, you got another one.
That's
That should be Rick
That's
Bull.
Dave Carter.
Dave Carter?
Heilman is in the blue. Volhard's in the Nebraska, or the red and white jersey. And Krummel's got the name on his back.
So Dave Carter is
B with the front six.
B. So this is wrong.
Volhard bowled for the Cornhuskers in the late 90s.
He's right. He's letter D. Leo Messenger kicks out that 10. Keep that string going. There's 6 in a row. One more for ham turkey dinner. We need to come up with like a voucher or something like that we can hand out, Mike, when people get 7 in a row.
I would be down for that. I would definitely be down for that.
Or either come with like a box lunch or a bag lunch of like a whole bunch of like ham and turkey sandwiches.
Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe.
You get an extra bag of Cheetos with your ham turkey dinner if you finish it off.
Yeah.
You guys are making me hungry now. I believe it's going to be Taco John's today.
Ooh, for all these, all of you out there watching, I've never eaten Taco John's. I've heard good things.
I got this deal going on in the chat right now with Ken Sharkey. And I remember watching these World Team Challenges on Fox Sports, or I believe it was FSN back then, with Jay Randolph Jr. and Earl Anthony on the call. And these were some of the best, like, freaking telecasts I ever saw in my life. It's like the PBA League now. I really liked them. And I would run across these things. They didn't have like these channel guides like they have now that automatically pick stuff up for you.
Right.
And like, I watch these guys bowl, and I keep thinking of this guy. Oh, I'm thinking of Lenny Blakely or Blakey from like Seattle area, anchor bowler, African American gentleman. But then I've got this, and I thought I was thinking of like a Lonnie Sharkey, but I got everything all messed up. And Ken Sharkey's in the chat. And he said that he's won 4 times in the World Team Challenges, and I just have so much respect for that. Contour power grips. Oh, I love it.
We properly catted Dave Carter. Couldn't carry
the
10
stream
out.
crusher. Let's see how Rick fares here.
Good shot. He's got his Columbia jersey on in his red and white and black colors.
We picked that up a little bit. We got our camera sound on just a little bit to pick up some ambient noise as you hear Rick talking about his last strike. There's a nice ball there by Krummel.
Yeah, he is a University of Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawk.
Wow. Say that 5 times fast.
No. And someone told us last night he is in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, really? Oh, for collegiate bowling?
Yes. So if you want to twist your tongue, people, say University of Wisconsin Whitewater Warhawk as many times as you can.
I can't even say it once.
So Volhard's got his ham turkey sandwich. And
yeah, he's up again. Let's take you full screen over there. Got away with that one there, Rick. So he's got 8 in a row there. He's got the ham turkey dinner +1. Looks like he's going to bring a significant other. Switch it back here to the split screen. The double ham sandwich. That's actually pretty good. Or a ham sandwich with extra meat.
Extra ham.
Extra ham. Yes, I would like the ham sandwich with extra ham. Thank you.
Turducken.
I couldn't even say that. Right, back on the horse there.
Yep, that's a double for Carter. He's still got his 279 left. Only blemish was that 10 pin.
We'll bring you Rick Volhard here. He's got the first 8. He's going for 9 in a row.
Thank you.
Oh, get out. And that was some carry there. He's got the whole world in his hands and on his shirt.
Yep, 9 in a row. Even the other 2 bowlers on the pair here, Heilman on the ball in the left lane, and Crummell on the right lane, both have good 240 games left.
Yeah. Looks like 13 and 14 is turning out to be a high-scoring pair after all. Over on 5 and 6.
Well, if you think about it, Matt, the group that started on 13 and 14, Lavoie, Buchan-Wagon, and Riggles probably broke that pair down
pretty good. Yeah, you're right.
And they
absolutely
weren't
right.
lost in the ditch like we've heard reports for people starting on the other side. So it could even out the field a little bit with the top of the field running into that mess from what we've heard, and then the bottom half of the field meaning running into the pairs that were broken down properly. I'm sorry.
All right, well.
Crummell finished with his 235.
Nice game for Crummell there. Before we go down here to 13 and 14, we just want to pass along here. Dave Bear is on 7 and 8. He opened up his first 2 games. He shot 289, 269.
Oh.
So he's making a big run there. He's up again. We don't have a camera on it.
He was in 57th. I don't think he's there anymore.
No, he's making a big move. Big move. He's got a nice game going here. He's got a couple opens, but he's got a few strikes also. So see if he can pull this game out and have a nice series. Anyway, back to 13 and 14, where Rick Volman, right?
Volhard.
Sorry, is up for 300.
Dave Carter will go first in the blue shirt. Bucket.
Well, he doesn't waste any time at all.
No.
Very nice shot.
All right, 10.
Maybe we should go get Mike. He's down there messing with the TV.
might not be able to go get him in time.
No, I don't think so. He's with the way Rick bowls, he's so fast. He doesn't even
We'll stick and stay with the folks at home. How about that?
That sounds good. So here's Rick Volhard here. He's going for the second one in the 10th on lane 13. Looks like a good ball, and he carries it. That was a nice ball.
Front 11 for Mr. Volhard. One more for the $100,000 from True Value Hardware.
Yeah. That's a lie, by the way. Just in case for the sponsors out there.
However, if somebody does want to give out $100,000 to
or
our
like
300 games.
Yeah, or like a car or a house or anything like that, please feel free to contact us.
Mike at InsideBowling.com. Here's Volhard for the finish this one off.
Lane 13 here at the Fusion Realtors. Ball's on the lane. Looking good.
Got it.
And he got it. Nice game. Rick Volhard, ladies and gentlemen. 300 on lanes 13 and 14.
Second 300 of the tournament, both on the featured
Yeah,
pair.
I know. How about that, right? That's what I'm saying. That pair is really picking up. Let's head on down to 5 and 6 where they're still bowling. This is game number 3 of 6 in the Cashier's round here at the Fusion Realtors Open. The tournament was cut to the top 65 bowlers. There was a tie for 64 and 65, and there are no roll-offs, so all the bowlers will bowl. So there are 65 bowlers here.
Well, here's our fearless leader coming back.
Okay.
Remember I asked for a Volhard interview before the game started?
Yeah.
He shoots 300. Mike's just getting the news now from Joe Engeltis. And he's like, I missed it?
I think he was getting the the scrolling scoreboard to work because the IP address has changed.
No, in Volhard's words, he had a 100% success rate.
That's right, he did.
On that game. There's a 100% success rate in many things, and bowling is just one of them.
Bring you the scoring update here on 3 and 4 as they finish up game number 3. On this pair, we have J.C. Kramer, letter A, Jim Kurdowski, letter B, Jeff McCann, letter C, and T.J. York, letter D.
And not a great game for our leaders on 11 and 12. The highest score on the pair, 222.
Ouch.
Mike Peters just finished up for 212. Looks like another string on 17 and 18. I can't. Who's B on 17 and 18 right now? We're not going to be able to get in the camera shot, but there's no misses there.
That is Jason Guest. According to my sheet, he's bowling with Tom Hess. They're in the yellow. Well, you guys can't see it at home, but looks like he's a part of Team Brunswick there. He's got the Brunswick jersey on.
He's their territorial manager up here.
Yeah.
Or whatever they call it.
Regional, I guess.
Regional around these parts. We just saw it. Thank you. Oh, he's got spare in the first. Oh, our excellent tournament staff just told me he's got a spare in the first, Mr. Guest, which is kind of hiding behind the cover there of the scoring monitors, but no misses since. Mike, I'm still waiting up here for that Rick Volhard interview. Shot 300 that game on 13 and 14.
You had 3 bills, huh?
Three bills.
3 bills. Very nice shots, too.
I didn't see that. I was too busy making all the in-house. Oh, no.
What's wrong?
All of the in-house scoreboards were out because of the IP conflict this morning. The IP address changed, so every Mac Mini had to be assigned a new address. And now it looks like I've got.
Just a menu up there.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks like
put
you're
the
going to have
mouse
to go
in it.
get the mouse from down on the other end.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Yep, Dave Barris after 2 games up from 57th to 10th. The number. Nice crumbler there for Jim Kradowski. It's a 4-bagger trying to get to 214.
So this is game number 4 now underway. They are bowling pretty quick.
Nope, I don't think anybody started 4 yet.
Oh, you're right.
We're getting there.
Good Lord.
Let's give them one minute or two here. The group of 5 is right in front of us on 9 and 10,
Yeah.
so they kind of
Everybody's
slow
that's
things
like
up a little bit.
that's like being out on the golf course behind like a 6-some, or you see them guys out there every once in a while where you get 3 carts of 2 all playing golf together, and
Seems like that would take forever. I
Yeah.
don't play golf, but
oh well, you run into it occasionally. I'm sure some of the viewers out there know. Usually they just let you play through if they're cool about it. I don't know what Mike's up to now.
who knows? Move his cords around, and here we go. This should be fun, folks. Flip the camera to him.
Hey guys, I'm here with Rick Volhard. Just got a chance to shoot 300. Wasn't on our feature pair, I don't think, was it, guys?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was. All right, well, cool. I was too busy fixing IP addresses. Nice bowling, Rick.
Hey, thanks. It's good to throw 300 on TV. It's kind of nervous a little bit.
Yeah, well, I figured you probably would be after last night. I mean, you were not wanting to talk to anybody last night when we were hanging out for a little while. And I know that you're a very nervous person, very shy, very timid individual, and I'm just happy you came over to have this interview.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. I'm glad we could do it on such good circumstances here. So,
Yeah, you're making a run at this thing. Let's take a look at this bowling ball that you're using today. What is this thing?
it's a Columbia Enigma. Got a pin up, 2000 surface, playing about 4th arrow, and it's just hitting like a truck. So.
Can you show these guys the layout on the camera right there? Like just to show it to them? Yeah. Right there, it's the Enigma right here.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Columbia just makes the best stuff on the market right now. I'm really impressed with what they got going out there, and it matches up really good for my game. So I'm thrilled to be on staff.
Bugsy Kelly's a good friend of ours. They make good stuff over there. And Rick, good luck to you the rest of the tournament, bud.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, bud. That's Rick Volhar, guys. We got the interview.
There
Back
you
to
go.
you guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Mr.
Mike.
Flanagan.
And if you guys are looking for scores, you guys can check out on the InsideBowling.tv page there at the bottom of your screen. Jennifer has been updating the scores on the tabs down below. You might have to refresh your browser to find those, or if you don't see them at all, you're probably on the wrong site. If your browser starts with www.livestream.com, you are on the wrong site. You won't be able to see our scores or chat with us. So go ahead and navigate over to InsideBowling.tv.
Hey, guys, I'm looking at this right here, and Volhard's going to move up nicely now, huh?
He is. He's probably still not the story of the day, though. Dave Barris moving up 47 spots in 2 games.
Yep. Dave Barris.
57th to 10th.
He went 289, 269 to start the day.
What did he have his third game there?
Let's see these scores pop back up. He was on 7 I think
Hey,
he
Dave,
was,
what'd you have game 3?
204.
204, Dave Barris just told us.
Yep.
So, you know, when I left an hour ago to go fix this stuff I know nothing about, it looks like I had another thought about this World Team Challenge thing that we were talking about in the chat here. Anybody remember, and I'm going to throw this out there, I don't want you guys to answer this up in the booth. I want somebody in the chat room to get this right. What was the bowling ball that Lou Scalia promoted on those broadcasts? What was the bowling ball Lou Scalia promoted on those broadcasts? This is a pretty easy one.
Easy.
It is easy. Lou Scalia. Every single time. There were no like bowling ball company advertisements except for like this one. And it was amazingly hilarious video. Lou Scalia. If they don't get it, I'll give the answer in just a little bit. It was a blue urethane ball. That's all I'm going to say.
Game 4 is underway here on 13 and 14, the 300 pair. Jeff McCain was up there on lane 14 there with a nice strike.
It's actually going to be the same group we just saw on 5 and 6 because they skipped 3 pairs.
Oh, wow.
So 5 and 6 will be bowlers that we have not seen yet, including Drew Balta, who shot the 300
yesterday on 13 and 14.
Yep.
I can't believe nobody's gotten this yet. This is a really easy one.
Bowlman says Blue Hammer. Is that right?
No, that's not right.
The Nail?
No.
From Mission 63.
Lou Scalia.
Rhino T2, the next guess.
No. This is an obscure bowling ball. You either know this or you don't.
Star Trek? How about that?
This is a great trivia question. I'd like to find one of these new in box and have it like in our booth all the time.
What a shark.
No?
From Ken Sharkey.
No, I'll tell you what, the T-Shark was a good ball, though. I'll tell you what ball I wish I had for today's house conditions is the no-hook extreme and the no-hook. I mean the pro hook. Those would work really well on today's surfaces as bowling balls eat the oil off the lanes. Man, I can't even find one of these balls on eBay.
Must not be that easy of a question.
It must not. It was easy to me.
Yeah. All right, well, action is underway here on 3 and 4. Drew Balta opened up there with a 9 count. I'll show you the split screen here. Well, that's not Drew Balta. Drew Balta hasn't bowled yet. Angle was wrong.
Oh, man, you guys. I actually found the commercial on YouTube.
Oh, goodness.
Sea Beast, is that there's a...
No, not the Sea Beast, but I love these old school balls coming out.
The Crush.
While we're waiting for the answer to this particular question, what was the name of the teal-colored Ceramicor urethane Columbia ball? It had a Ceramicor when the Cudas and all that were coming out. Then they came out with a urethane version of their Ceramicor ball, and it was teal. What was the name of that ball?
The Stingray? That's a guess.
It was the Stingray C.
All right, well, that was Thunder 835 with the correct answer there in the chat.
Looks like we do not have the correct answer, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post the YouTube video into the chat, and you guys can watch this. This is hysterical. This is absolutely hysterical. Thanks to Irish Pogie for having it out there for us to see. Lou Scalia used to promote this bowling ball. I love trivia. I just love it. Yes, Ken Sharkey, the pen breaker. Who remembers the pen breaker bowling ball?
Not me.
The revolutionary new bowling ball, the pen breaker.
Let's give you a score update here through game number 2. That includes total pinfall from the qualifying round. Dwayne Kiltz is taking the lead, plus 358. He's got a 6-pin lead over Brian Crane with plus 347. Mike Peters is in third, plus 287. So there's a pretty big gap there, 60 pins between third and second. Derek Sapp is in fourth at plus 274. Correction. Nicholas Crummel is 1 pin behind, plus 273 in fifth place. Tyler Cruz is in sixth. Rick Volhart in seventh, just shot 300 at plus 265. So he'll be plus 365. That might put him up there. Number 8 is Matt Smith, plus 261. Number 9 is Nick Heilman, plus 253. And rounding out your top 10 is Dave Barras, plus 243. 10 pins less.
Pin breakers are on back order, it looks like.
What you got there?
I actually just watched it with audio. The revolutionary new bowling ball. Oh my goodness. The pin breaker. Unbelievable. I'm just cracking up at myself over here with this.
At the kiddie table.
Oh man, this is so funny.
His voice sounded like a kid back a few seconds ago.
Woo! Goodness.
Might need to adjust our soundboard here to help out Mike.
Yeah, add some bass to me. The pen breaker. Revolutionary new bowling ball promoted by Lou Scalia. Old school's going to take that and be like, hey, you're doing my accent. You're doing my Johnny. Yeah, so anyhow. I'll try to come up with some more trivia. You guys seem to really like that.
Yeah, that hit it off with the chat.
If you want to go back and watch some WTC shows, you can go back. Mike Flanagan put out one last year from tournament from Vernon Hills, Illinois, if I'm not mistaken, with Lightfoot St. Charles Lane's team shooting 300.
Yeah, I got a great video of that.
That was all throwing blue hammers.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I'll link you guys to that one too. Make it real easy. It's pretty cool.
Hope everybody in the chat will do what you told me to do yesterday during this break here between the 6-game block and the step ladder. I'll just go watch YouTube videos of bowling from like 1984.
I'll tell you what, there is some hilarious stuff. I'll tell you, I've actually considered firing up the live broadcast like once a week and just bringing up videos and doing my own commentary and talk about what's happening and how I see these things and let the chat interact and just relive old telecasts and or commercials. Oh man. Re-rack. That's a long explanation. I would advise you to get out of it. I don't know if you've already sent it in, but there's some controversy going on with the guy that runs that. It's a personal conflict, so no, I am not. I'll explain it to you later on, bud. But if you haven't sent it in yet, I would prefer you just to not, just to pull out of that deal. I know maybe we can start something in a few weeks or something, but anyhow, that's I'd text you about it, but it's just too long to explain. So my brother's pulling out to re-rack, but if you want to play, I mean, no biggie. I'm not saying you can't, obviously. So yeah, guys, game 4 of 6. This thing's just cruising along, Lee.
Yeah.
Lee, as Jack Black says.
Sure.
Drew Balta, we saw him yesterday. 3 bills. We'll have that archived for you. You'll be able to watch that on YouTube. Nice guy, too. Comes up, loves to talk to us up here in the booth. Just got done talking to Joe Inkelkiss a little bit about today's stepladder finals that we're going to be having and what lanes we're going to be using. He suggested we use lanes 9 and 10, but I really can't get a camera on 9 and 10 all that well because our booth is right here. So that was going to be one of the pairs, so we're shifting around, trying to figure it out as every match will be on a different pair, so we'll be moving every pair. Could you imagine if the ESPN telecast had to do that?
Wouldn't work.
Well, maybe that's what I should start saying. There's other matches going on in the building, folks, but we're just sitting here waiting for the final match to come to us. You wouldn't like that very much at home, would you, folks?
It would be a radio-only broadcast with a picture of some unused bowling lanes. Not sure how exciting that would be.
I do love me some NASCAR, though. I've done a really poor job of networking with my friends. Wouldn't it be fun to have like a... I mean, all of you that are in the chat room, most of you feel like you know me, even if you don't know me, and that's totally cool because I love that. I mean, I love it. Wouldn't it be cool, all of us that do like NASCAR, to just go to a race and we all tailgate and BS and hang out and play some, what is that called? Slats or slots or?
Bags?
With the little rope balls, the golf balls on the end.
Oh, that thing. I don't know what it's called.
We could play some of that.
I know exactly what it is. I just don't know what it's called. Hillbilly golf.
Yeah, cornhole,
Not
hillbilly golf. Well, all those
cornhole
games.
is just a different form
We
of
could
bags.
play all those games. Washers. Maybe see if Walter Ray wants to come play some horseshoes with us.
Oh, goodness.
But I mean, that sounds like a good time to me. We're bowlers, but we can enjoy NASCAR. I'm looking on the screen. We got 2 really nice looking jerseys and 2 great looking styles that were just right there on each left lane. So we look at 5 and 6 and 13 and 14. Such great amateur bowlers. You don't have to be on the PBA Tour to have some amazing talent. Dubuque area bowling is leaving on a jet plane. Be home soon. No problem on the entertainment. Chris Hill, we appreciate you watching. Lanes 13 and 14. We got a turkey up there.
And a 4-bagger.
That's your right pair.
What? What's that ball called? A burn, that was it. This guy on 14, Jeff McCann, needs to be throwing a raw hammer burn. It perfectly matches his shirt.
And look at the scoreboard over on 5 and 6. As we continue to bring you split screen. That's another Greg Thomas with that crazy backswing. Great bowler, though.
It still hurts to look at it.
Jeff McCann, he throws the ball extremely well. Matt, we were talking about going to a NASCAR race.
Oh, yeah?
With all the people in the chat.
That'd be a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, it would be. I mean, doing anything with the people in the chat and the bowlers would just be fun to go do.
Sure.
Even though I'm excited to have a little time off from live streaming, I'm also kind of sad.
I am too. We've been doing this together now 3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks in a row, yeah.
And next week, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
Well, I'm going to go outside. I know that. I know Wriggles is going to be in town for a little Lumiere action.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Kim and I will probably go see Susie Fever and Riggs down at Lumiere, go to the sports bar.
I'll have to do my usual working on Saturday. I work all day long on Saturday, 2 jobs.
Work, 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 all day long. Work, 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 while I sing this song. Wax that floor, gonna make it shine. Gonna take out the spray paint with turpentine.
There's a question there from Ken Sharkey. I'll be doing a junior tournament here at the end of March by myself and with one other commentator. That'll be the next live broadcast with Inside Bowling. The next feature tournament, though, is the IB Open, Mike. You want to go ahead and plug that real quick?
Yeah, well, here's my promotional announcement for the IB Open. Just do it. Come bowl the IB Open.
It's a lot of fun. I've had a chance. Mel, that's going to be at Plaza Lanes back in St. Louis on Sunday. I got the date here. March 24th, Sunday. Ricky Matsko back in town has started the MJT, the Midwest Junior Tournament. Yeah, Plaza Lanes there, John. And he's gonna have a full field there, he says. I talked to him last night about it. He's very excited. There's actually a satellite tournament running today. They're going to be giving away entries to that tournament here at the end of March. It's going to be a pretty good junior tournament. Good turnout.
And the IB Open is the 26th, 7th, and 8th.
Yeah, as a matter of fact,
April.
let's see what we can't do here. Let's see if I can't just, instead of talking about the IB Open, let me just show you something here. We'll be right back.
Found the tournament online, seeing that it was actually going to be on a real sport pattern, challenging condition for really good money, and with no restrictions on a really actual sport pattern. I got to compete against some of the best in the Midwest, as opposed to where the PBA players are cut out or certain amateurs can't bowl. It was kind of fun to have a real amateur open tournament where everybody could play. Really cool. I had no idea how neat it was going to be to actually be on live stream and all the great players be there. Have my whole family watching and all my friends back home. It was really cool. I mean, it honestly felt like a professional event winning, and that was really awesome. So I loved it. Success-wise, absolutely top 5, but also bowling-wise, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of games, a lot of chances for a guy like me who really grinds out and keeps trying to work to get to the top. One bad game doesn't take you out, as 1, 270, 300 doesn't take you to the top. So it's to see who the best overall the whole weekend is going to be. That's who's crowned the champion at the end of that time. It's going to be more of a challenge for me. It's going to the notes I was able to use, I'm going to have to get rid of. But I think it's going to be fun to get to see something different. If I can conquer it on synthetic and try to figure out what the moves are going to be. Instead of it hooking like it did on wood, it's going to carry down. So it's going to see a whole different type of player and a whole different type of ball roll be up top. So that's going to be cool. If you want to compete against the best in the Midwest and not even, I mean, maybe even the best in the nation, yeah, and on a tough pattern, you have to come bowl the IB Open. It's the most fun, most challenging tournament, and you can make a lot of money. It's a lot of fun. Come bowl.
Jake Peters has had an unbelievable run at the InsideBowling.com Open. And Sean Riley now stopping by with some gummy worms up here in the booth.
Oh, boy.
Oh, thank you.
Yummy.
Yummy. Gummy.
Man, these are great. Thank you, Sean. Man, that's great. He was a little late on that. He should have given it to us while we were playing the promo.
He might not have known that, though.
No, he didn't know. But anyway, so the IB Open, yeah. Come out and bowl. The beautiful thing about it is it's over 100% payout. That's what's awesome about it.
And you get a free bowling ball.
Yeah, free storm ball, your choice.
It looked like it looped on us, too, so you got some more audio of that dude while we were talking, while we were distracted with the gummy worm. Sorry about that. Learning and growing together up here as we continue to watch game number 4. I'm sure we got an update after game number 3 by now. Let's take you full screen to get a chance to look at these scoreboards.
So a lot of people in the chat going for the hashtag Rick Strong.
Yeah, I noticed that.
For Roll Hard. You can always, if you want to put at Rick Strong and or hashtag Inside Bowling and hashtag Rick Strong in the same tweet, we can put it on the screen for you.
Yeah, that's just one way you can get in contact with us here in the booth, tweeting with the hashtag Inside Bowling. You can also talk to us here in the chat or call Mike.
You can call me
we can do a phone interview with you if he allows it. There's Drew Bolta, 300 game yesterday. Nice strike there on lane number 6. Giving him a double.
Well, our Twitter account is hashtag Inside Bowling. I don't know if Rick Strong is taken on the Twitter.
So, guys, let's take a look at the standings here through 3 games.
Do we have
Dwayne Kiltz is leading at plus 385. Second, Rick Volhard at 365. Oh. Crane is third at plus 327. Fourth is Nicholas Krumel at 308. So those are the 4 guys. Those are the 4 coveted spots in our stepladder. Now, 5th and 6th are 2 places you would rather be than 7th through 10th. And right now that's Nick Heilman at plus 300 and Mike Peters at plus 299. Now keep in mind that's through 10 games now after their 7 games of qualifying. So it's real easy to figure out their averages. Dwayne Kiltz is averaging 238.5. Nick Heilman's averaging 230. Now, Matt Smith sits 7th at plus 277. 8th is Derek Sapp at 274. Hess is 9th at plus 269. And 10th is Ken Kemp, who I had a chance to meet last night. Great guy. Unbelievable guy. He's got a USBC Eagle as well, I found out last night. Then another guy with the USBC Eagle, he's got 2 of them, Matt Wagon. He's got a singles and an all-events title. Sits at plus 253. Dave Barris, who's been on fire this morning, making the largest jump, sits 12th at plus 247, tied with Dave Carter. Now, 10th place is at 257, Lee. And 27th place is at 200 with 3 games to go. So, anybody's ball game. Jeff Riggles has fallen to 19th. So, a lot of solid players outside of the top 10, but a lot of great players inside the top 10. Matt McNeil's pick yesterday of David Carter.
No, he picked Brian Crane.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, David Carter, Brian Crane, they're all the same. Sounds good. Got the last name, first letter right.
Gave you some credit on that one.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Matt, thank you.
You're welcome,
That's a
Mike.
raise for Matt.
Yes.
It's a 45-foot pattern today the players have been bowling on. We haven't mentioned that in a while, and it's 30 mils.
Yeah, 3.66 to 1.
Yeah, on this HPL surface.
You're watching lanes 5 and 6 here.
We're approaching the noon hour.
Yeah. Time is flying when you're having fun.
Time's flying when you got IP addresses changing every day.
Yeah, that was a pain.
It's no biggie. Nothing we can't handle. And when an IP address change, it's kind of like your front door moving to the other side of your house.
Or your whole house moving to a different street, right?
Right, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then the pizza delivery guy wants to bring you that good pizza.
And he's at the wrong house.
Yeah, and he can't get in. And you don't get your pizza.
Yeah.
And he doesn't get his tip. Yeah, I agree, FJ, our old school there in the chat. The pattern is making for a good contest.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too hard to where scores are boring. And it's not too easy where you can just close your eyes and throw it right if you're a right-hander or a lefty.
No, you can shoot 150 and still be alive in this tournament.
Definitely. And that makes it close. Yeah, did you ever see a graph on this pattern at all?
No, no graph.
Yeah.
I got a question for everybody in the chat. Since resin has come out, since the beginning of resin bowling equipment, what ball sticks out to you over the course of time that when that ball came out, you saw a lot of hook? Like, it was just a ball that you drilled and you couldn't believe the amount of hook this ball had. Every one of them gets designed, and what's the advertising campaign? This ball out hooks the next.
We already got.
But what
already
ball
got 4 responses.
have you drilled that was just like
5, 6 responses,
God,
7 responses? Excalibur, 3D offset, LT48, the original Danger Zone, the Rotogrip Cell, the the Ebonite Turbo X. That Excalibur came in real quick. I don't really know. So
I said resin, and we got LT48s in there. I mean, I understand
the
that.
gold, isn't it? Wasn't that resin? The LT48 gold, the remake. Wasn't that a remake?
There's no way they're talking about that ball.
No.
That 3D offset technology, yeah, I would agree with that.
I had a 3D offset.
That original Danger Zone was a big hooking monster. Parker Bone got that thing back from the half board on TV.
Yeah.
Ebonite Turbo X, yeah. You know what? When that ball did come out, nobody saw that coming.
I want to take you over here to lanes 13 and 14. Even
though,
yeah, we're going to watch lane 12. She's going for a real nice game there.
Who is it, Angie Chirpich?
254, I believe, if she strikes out.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see her bowling right now on your screen there on lane 12. She's got 1 strike in the 10th, and she gets her second.
Pickett talking about the aftershock. The blue aftershock, in my opinion, that ball did hook. That ball really hooks. Now, I'll ask you another follow-up question, everybody in the chat. Pick a ball, resin ball again, because I know we get some kids in the chat, so I want to try to make it as current as possible and good for everyone. I'd like to ask a question now. What resin bowling ball were you able to keep in your bag for a few years and was your best benchmark bowling ball? And maybe you might have drilled 1 or 2, 3, 4 of these things. I'm going to start with one. The Red Pulse.
Wow, that was a good ball.
With those pins, those clear pins. And it had a little sticker on them actually that had a little warning: do not drill close to this pin. Yet the pro shops had to take the little sticker off the ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen Joe Nolan back home just destroy show me lanes with a Red Pulse.
I think my answer to that, Mike, is a Hammer Blue Vibe.
Yeah.
I actually still have one blank.
You know, I still wish a bowling ball company could replicate a ceramic core or titanium core technology in today's equipment, because some of my favorite balls of all time, and it might just be because I was bowling all the time, so it's probably unfair, but let's go all the way back to Track Critical Mass Code Red. The Code Red, the Sensor 2. I love both of those pieces. The trimmer, the Cuda was okay for me. The Piranha C, the green one, was great. The Pulse. I mean, those were all just variations of the same ball. The Tie Boss. Remember the Titanium Boss? The Super Beast. I was in love with that technology. It fit my game so well. Better than the Piranha weight block. The Piranha weight block didn't work for me.
Good point by Playmore Mick in the chat for the High Road, because they've been making it now for 4 years.
Yeah, I would say that the High Road and the Game Breaker are the two more modern day bowling balls that have withstood the test of time.
Well, wasn't the Game Breaker discontinued and then
brought it back?
Whereas the High Road has been
just on.
Yeah, it's never stopped.
Yeah, and that's a great ball. People score out of their mind with that ball.
Playmore Mix says, I think the RG limits prohibit the use of bismuth and ceramic core technology. Yeah, I don't know much about that. But it's fun talking about bowling balls. I mean, I had an old Track Flare, too. Don Helling made a TV telecast from the St. Louis area, senior telecast, a lefty, and he used the Flare on TV. And my all-time favorite ball, I'm forgetting, the Synergy. The Track Synergy.
My favorite all-time ball, the Track Heat, the Triton Heat, the original.
Yeah, the original Triton
Not
Heat.
the remake. The remake was poop.
Tell us how you really feel there, Matt Turek.
I bought them. I love the Heat. I had 3 of the old ones. I bought 2 of the new ones when they came out, and I was so disappointed. They claimed that they had the same cover, which obviously wasn't true.
We got a request for what place did Tony Oliva come in. You can look at your tabs down below and click on all squads combined. I've conveniently done it for you, though. 74th place at plus 63 was Tony Oliva. He missed the cut by 16. Tony Oliva.
All right, guys, just 2 games to go here before the fun starts.
All right, we've got a 7-10 in front of us. We've been asking for one of these
let's
to get paid.
Go to the camera just in case. We do have a camera lined up on it. Who is that there? That's D on lane 10 is...
Bounce it.
Kenny Calkins the third. And he fails to convert.
No, it's not him.
That's not him?
No.
Okay.
That would have been a great sound clip to go with it, though.
Andy
Andy Below. Not sure. Good attempt for whoever that was there. He's
Yeah,
actually
that's Andy.
moving to the featured pair for game number 5. You're watching live continuing coverage of the Fusion Realtors Cashier's Round. This is the end of game number 4 of 6.
Starting 5.
Yep, starting game number 5. We're at beautiful Maple Lanes here in Waterloo, Iowa. Matt Turek here, joined by Lee Boudouris and our... I don't even know what to call you anymore,
I
Mike.
don't either.
Mike Flanagan over here. Extraordinaire. We'll just call him Extraordinaire.
Oh, jeez.
Mike Flanagan.
I don't even know what to...
Putting all this on. If it wasn't for him, none of this would be happening, so...
And if it wasn't for Brian Burkhart, you'd be looking at one camera with a really grainy screen and no internet connection.
Yeah, so hats off to Brian Burkhart and Mike Flanagan for putting this whole thing together. What an incredible thing you guys have done. So this is the start of game number 5. Action underway here on lanes 5 and 6. This should be letter A should be Jeff Roush. Letter B should be Lenny Borsch.
Lenny Borsch.
Lenny Borsch. Letter C is Chris Colosimo. Good luck there. Letter D is Steve Taylor. Show you their scoreboard here for a second. Show you what they started off with there.
And I want to let everybody know in the chat as well that Matt here is learning on the fly here. You got to remember, he doesn't know all the bowlers like we do, and he's doing the best job he can to get through it. And for us to be able to grow, we got to take on new people. But Matt's ability to troubleshoot and take care of all the things, he's the guy clicking all the cameras for you too, and interacting with you in the chat. So I just want to throw that out there. If you go back and you look at my first webcast that I did, I was horrible, even worse than I am now. And I'm pretty bad right now. But
I wouldn't go that far.
I was worse.
I wouldn't go that far.
So give my man Matt a break when he doesn't know the names, and help him out in the chat. He appreciates it.
Yeah, I really do.
I know what it's like to sit in those shoes and
not know anybody.
Boy, I was so embarrassed. I was out with the PBA for Extra Frame on the senior tour, and I just could not get down the whole week. Joe Salvimini. I couldn't do it. And then I had Tom Clark in the booth, and he's just raving about Salvimini. And I got to call out the score, and I just would not come out. I'm like, Joe Salvimini. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad.
Hopefully I didn't butcher anybody's name too bad this weekend.
No, but, you just don't know everybody yet.
Right.
You're getting there, though, bud. You do a couple years of this.
And know everybody.
They'll be eating out of your hand. Like,
Yeah.
You won't even look at a squad pairing sheet.
Yeah, you just know everybody.
Yeah. College tournaments are the hardest.
I actually enjoy doing them college tournaments. I don't know why.
Well, you can have them. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
I know.
Game 5 of 6. We should have a Game 4 update.
Oh, Mal.
Yeah, he did screw his name up.
Yep, and he's on my Thursday night team.
Yeah, see, that's a perfect example.
There you go. I like Mal, though. I wouldn't be bowling if it wasn't for him on Thursday. Hopefully we'll get to stick together, bowl again next year. He's a person I met just recently.
I'm watching the Daytona 500, guys, pre-race on my sling box right now while I watch our live broadcast at the same time.
We do multitask. We try to do it good here.
Looks like Fox has some new sideline reporter. You guys might want to switch over to Channel 2 or Fox, whatever your Fox affiliate is.
Hey, she looks familiar. She a singer?
Looks like Erin Andrews, but it's not Erin Andrews. I'm listening to her also. She's doing a good job. I need to find a sideline reporter like this.
According to the chat, it is Aaron Andrews. Thank you, chat. We do go on to say that we do have the smartest fans in bowling. That's kind of our slogan here. And they proved us right again. You know, as I watch these bowlers bowl so far today, I've noticed that not very many people have moved a lot. And I'm talking like where they're playing the lane and how they're playing the pattern. Every time I watch the people in front of me, they're all playing the same part of the lane. I mean, this is game 5 already. Granted, there are only 2 bowlers on each lane, but
I wonder if the high end's any different, considering how many reports we got of people starting in front of the ball return in practice.
Yeah.
I'll have to go take a quick look at that.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that was Aaron Andrews, guys. It's a Super Bowl racing today, and we are Super Bowling today as well.
That's right.
At the Fusion. And then don't forget today, ESPN, 3 o'clock Eastern time, the USBC Masters.
Number 1 seed, Jason Belmonte.
Lon McCarron and Randy Peterson on the call. I wonder if those guys are busy right now. I wonder if I could get one of those guys on the phone.
You think they're a little busy?
That would be funny if I could get one of those guys on. They go in an hour and 49 minutes. Yeah, they got to be busy. They probably laugh at me. I can get Rob Stone on a line.
Rob Stone.
Maybe, yeah. Let me see if I can get Rob Stone.
We'll see you, Gail. Thanks for being in the chat all weekend. So right now you're watching 2 lanes at once here. Lanes 5 and 6 on your left, lanes 13 and 14 on your right. If I get these names right here. Lanes 5 and 6. Lenny Borish, Jeff Roush, Chris Colosimo, and Steve Taylor. Lanes 13 and 14 is Dave Gerst, Roger Petra, and Andy Bilal, and Jason Polaris. Show you some scores here, as the game is about 3 frames in on each pair.
All right, I'm efforting to get an interview with Rob Stone.
This is lane 5 and 6.
Is that Wriggles on 4, they're asking?
It looks like it is.
What do you think the chances are, Matt, of us getting Rob Stone today?
Well, with the surprises you gave me last night, I think they're going to be kind of high. I would have to say about 65%. I'll give you a little more than that.
Yeah, that's probably about accurate.
You know, you never really know, but I'm not going to take anything away from you. I was really impressed last night with the interviews you pulled out. I don't know if you guys at home tuned in last night, but we had the previous winner of the Fusion Realtors Open, Matt McNeil, on the line. And then just to top that one step higher, To everybody's surprise, we had the Masters, the 2013 USBC Masters #1 seed Jason Belmonte on the line, talking about what he does after a tournament, going home watching a little basketball.
Yeah, over at William O'Neill's house.
Yeah, William.
Said. Yeah, Bill O'Neill.
That's funny.
He was holding Gavin, Bill's new son.
All right, let's show you 13 and 14 here, give you some scoring updates.
People were asking for a Lenny Borish interview. We had Lenny on in Dubuque. We interviewed him actually yesterday, too.
Yeah.
Early on, yeah.
How about Jennifer? She's putting updated standing sheets almost at every pair, taping them to the table.
Speaking of which, we've got a Game 4 update. Dwayne Kiltz plus 432. Separation now over Rick Volhard, who sits at plus 379. Third, Mike Peters at 354. Fourth, Brian Crane at 334. Fifth, Nick Heilman at 325. We got a tie for sixth at 322 between Sapp and Crummel. Eighth place, Tyler Cruz at plus 301. And rounding out your top 10, Rick Miller at 283 and Matt Smith at 281. There are 9 other guys within 30 pins of 10th place, including Jeff Riggles, Andy Mills, Matt Wagon, Tom Hess, Ken Kemp, Dave Barris, Rob Gottschall, Chuck Grote, and A.J. Chapman.
We got a question in the chat there. How long approximately will the break be before the stepladder start? That's a good question because I don't know that answer.
20 minutes.
Are they going to re-oil or not?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's right, John. That is exactly what you want for a good contest. So let's take you back down to 3 and 4 here. Sorry, 5 and 6. Where Cameron Foster. Nope, that's wrong. Chris Colosimo has got the first 4 strikes up there on the board. Letter B. Nope, that's wrong too. How about that? I'm just all over the place.
What do you got for a guide there?
Lenny Borish has got the first 4 strikes on 5.
Okay.
Sorry about that, guys.
Where did Lee go?
He wanted to check on scores down on the high end.
Oh, he's out field reporting.
Yep. We had some people in the chat say that the high end usually plays a little tighter than the low end, which may explain why people were starting in front of the ball return during practice.
BFS, you're funny. Lenny leaves at 10 there as his string comes to an end of 4. Stops at 4, but I shall return. Thanks, fellas. Berinsko here. But before I go, the IQ Tour Pearl is the best smelling ball on the market. Butterscotch. I didn't even know that ball smelled like butterscotch.
Yeah, it does.
I'm going to go find one and smell it.
It's a strong smelling one, too. I think there's one sitting right there underneath the camera there, Mike. Behind 5 and 6 on the table by the Coca, by the soda.
All right. Yeah, I might do that.
Not
It's
sure,
a little
though.
tougher to get interviews today because I've got people sitting in my way. You know, speaking of NASCAR, because it is the Super Bowl of motor racing today, you know this Darrell Waltrip, Matt? Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
You know, he checks in with the drivers during the race and says, hey, Dale Earnhardt Jr., this is DW up in the Hollywood Hotel. You got a copy? And they're like, yeah, I hear you loud and clear, DW. You got a hot rod today. You got a fast machine. What's it going to take to win this Daytona 500 today? We do have a fast car. I want to thank all my sponsors. AC Delco, Pontiac, GMAC. I know Pontiac's not NASCAR. I'm just rambling. Anyway, then they do that. And then he goes, well, good luck to you, Junior. Pull those straps tight. And go out there and get you a win today. Junior says, 10-4, DW. Throw it back up in the booth. And then when they wave that green flag today, everybody's going to go crazy because Darrell Waltrip goes, all right, pull those straps tight, boys. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. That's what he says.
That's his thing.
Yeah, that's what he does. So I was wondering if maybe we should coin like a phrase like that, like right before a stepladder final. We would go like, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go bowling, boys. Maybe we could steal that.
Yeah.
We could.
So, Mike, I was watching some bowling down there.
Thank you, Lee.
And looks like that's where our leaders are, or the people who came in as the leaders. Most of them still are. Kind of all crossing between 20 and 25, just like down here. I would say the last pair, 31 and 32, does look like it's another 3, maybe 4 further in than that. So Andy Mills go face, move, face. He's probably got to move again. So maybe it's just the 5 bowlers that started on that pair all had a bunch of hands possibly and messed that pair up. Plus it could play different without the pattern being laid on it all weekend. So it wasn't used.
That's right. It wasn't. Yesterday they did not use 31 and 32. Today they are. As we take you over to 13 and 14.
Oh, I just thought of something, guys. On today's telecast for the Masters, Mika might be wearing the shirt that Barnes made
Oh,
for
yeah,
him.
I saw that on Facebook. Yeah, that pink one with the unicorn.
I think the bet was that Mika's got to wear it at every Pro-Am, and the next time he and Barnes bowl each other on TV. But the bet could have been that the next time Mika makes TV. So it's a pink shirt with unicorns.
Yeah, and rainbows. I saw a picture of it on Facebook.
Bunny rabbits, butterflies.
It's pretty funny, actually.
That might be today.
Yeah, tune into ESPN there, 3 o'clock Eastern for that.
Yeah, and then the following week it'll be the PBA League will be on ESPN. And
that's week number 3, right?
Yeah, and then you're going to watch this final between Jason Sterner and Scott Norton. I'm sorry, and Wes Malott that you don't want to miss. I'm actually in the front row right next to Tom Clark on that telecast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I get a lot of airtime on that one. Yeah.
I'll have to check into that.
Next week, set your DVR. You do not want to miss that one. As a matter of fact, I'm on my DVR at home right now, and I'm just going to make sure bowling is
Are you
set
really?
to record. I am.
Holy cow, look at that. You got a little image of your controller. That's pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that.
Box.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
Sell those at Radio Shack. I don't even know what they are.
Oh, they're amazing. They're amazing devices.
It's pretty neat. You can hit buttons and
there we
scroll
go.
through chat. Can you watch TV, like all your channels? Is that how that works?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Watch whatever you want. PBA bowling today coming on. I'm set to record.
There's even a guide.
Add this extension. Yeah, I'm going to add an extension on that, too, just in case it runs long, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the final action there.
Yeah, because Illinois is playing Michigan, Lee Boudouris, today, and that's the game on before bowling.
Okay, you're going to want to set your DVR to at least 5 Central Time. I didn't. I remember they were playing. I didn't realize they were on the same channel. Illinois and Michigan in just about every sport have a long and storied history of going to overtime.
Yeah, so there you go.
So
inside scoop right here.
Yeah, let's take you over here to 5 and 6. Scores are pretty high over there on that pair, if I believe.
So yeah, set your diver. Recordifies.
TiVo.
Whatever you got. So it'd be 4 o'clock today. Channel 1602. So you're going to want to record the Reebok CrossFit Games, which I'm sure they are more than happy to overrun for a... it's 30 minutes. You can just record that. You're going to be all set.
Hey, I'm watching the beginning of the Daytona 500, guys, and Geico sponsors NASCAR as well, which just drives home the fact, I talk about it all the time, that we need to go after the NASCAR sponsors in bowling.
Well, that's actually a really good idea, because look at what that did for NASCAR. Where was NASCAR 15 years ago? It wasn't as popular as it is now.
Maybe we'll be the Target Tour. Maybe we'll start our own bowling tournament.
Let's do it.
Be the Target Tour.
The Target Tour.
The T-Squared. Not to be confused with the Rhino T2. Chris Pickett, we had Derek Sapp on the featured pair, or we had some shots of him earlier on the first game. But yeah, I think Derek's probably going to make the top 10. You'll be able to watch him in that. It's just my prediction. 133 viewers, too. Most we've had this weekend. Thank you.
Excuse me. How about Danica Patrick making that pole position for this?
Danica's on the pole. DW is actually interviewing Kevin Harvick right now. He just did that whole thing.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Kevin Harvick, this is DW.
Look at that. Mike's showing some video of in-car camera shots here of the drivers here at the NASCAR event, the Daytona 500.
I love trying to find out things that other sports do for our own broadcast. Not that we're, Fox or NBC or anything like that, but it's pretty cool to just watch other sports, the way they present their material and their coverage. I get a lot of ideas from doing this, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I've really, now when I watch sporting events too, I really try to pick up on the broadcasting side of it rather than just watching the game.
Chris Pickett, we miss you too.
Oh, it looks like they're showing Mika in his new shirt there on the PBA page.
Derek Sapp is way down at the other end of the building here at the Fusion Realtors Open. It's the cashier's round here in Waterloo, Maple Lanes. Let's go over these great sponsors we have, Matt Turek. We got the Fusion Realtors, obviously, are our title sponsor, but a lot of other great sponsors in this event. Waterloo Convention and Visitors Bureau, the Cedar Valley Sports Commission, Brunswick, Waterloo Implement, Kingpin Lounge here at Maple Lanes, Fran's Pro Shop here at Maple Lanes, and, of course, the great family of Budweiser beers.
Got a question in the chat. Who's going to be on the featured pairs the last games? Well, for 5 and 6, those folks would be on 31 and 32 right now, which is Andy Mills' group.
Yeah, it'd be Andy Mills, Chuck Grote, Rob Gottschall, and Matt Smith on 5 and 6. And then on 13 and 14, we'll have Dave Dentlinger, Mark Lindberry, Cody Brandow, and Walter Pekovic. I'm sure I butchered that.
Well, it's Lineberry, I know that.
Lineberry, Mark Lineberry.
Yep, Vince Biondo running around here. It's a star-studded cast. This bowling center right now. Gentlemen, I'm going to jump out for a minute. I think I'm going to grab a snack and find out where we're going with these cameras.
It's a good idea. It's Matt Turek here alongside Lee Boudouris, bringing you action here at game number 5 of 6 here in the Cashier's Round. You're watching lanes 5 and 6. See Jeff Riggles give a little crotch chop to that strike there on lane 4.
So he'll end up on 9 and 10, right in front of us. Not in front of the camera, but in front of the booth.
Right.
So maybe he'll
he'll
come yap at us.
A halfway camera showing 9 and 10.
We can get there.
There you see it right there. Don't have any type of scoreboard camera on that pair at all. That's our interview camera we use to do our interviews and show our booth there. We turn it around during action. Oh, 4-9 there on lane 4 for Jeff Riggles. That was rough. Show you a little split screen action. 5 and 6 on the left, 13 and 14 on the right. Lee, is that 290 working there on 15, or is that 280 working?
That is 280 for B.
B on 15, according to my sheet, is Ron Nelson Jr.
Well, let's see if let's see who steps up there. You are correct, sir.
Well, at least I got something right.
Ron Nelson from Chicago.
Game 5 here, winding down. One more game to go before the modified stepladder. In case you guys don't know anything about the modified stepladder, Lee's got the first part of it down.
Well, 7's going to bowl 10. 8's going to bowl 9 at the same time. The two winners of those matches move on to bowl the 5 and 6 seeds. Which leaves just two bowlers who will bowl for the right to join the traditional stepladder. 4, 3, 2, 1. So there's few rounds of matches there, and we'll got the two cameras so we can set up on the two simultaneous matches, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Yeah, I believe we're going to have a down lane camera for our stepladders, our traditional stepladder. As Tom Hess walks by.
There he is.
There
he
goes
goes
on camera, and back to split screen.
He's got the matching bowling bags to match his shirt.
Yeah, he does. How about that?
From yesterday. The purple and orange.
It looks like his tote matches the shirt he's wearing now, too. It's kind of orange looking.
No purple on his shirt.
Oh, there's purple.
Today.
Oh, yeah, there is purple on his tote. Didn't notice that. So we're going to show you here these guys on 5 and 6 are rounding up. I'll show you the scoreboard there once they pop back up. Just give it a second. You will see what they finished at on 5 and 6 at game number 5. There you go. A few good games, 259 for Lenny Borsch. 245 for Steve Taylor. Take you back over here to 13 and 14, where action in game number 5 continues. Bring up scoreboard there for that, for you guys at home.
Uh, 258 on 5 and 6. That would be
258 on 5 and 6?
Yeah, I believe it was Lenny Borish.
I think it was, yeah. Yeah, that was Lenny Borish with 258 on 5 and 6.
All right.
Scores are not that high on our 300 pair.
Or any of the pairs in directly in front of us.
Yeah, right.
You will see some of the deck lights turn off. They can only run 5-game blocks here, so they're just turning right back on for the last game.
Because I noticed the score monitors, once you hit game 6, they start over at game 1. That explains it.
So they'll move right on into their final game. Again, you got to be in the top 10. I guess they would have to do a tiebreaker this time.
Yeah. I don't think they'd just 5 people tie, get into the stepladder.
Not sure how that would work, but let's prefer not to have that.
Right. Okay, so take you back down here to 5 and 6, where our finalists are not our finalists, but our final bowlers of the day will be coming up here in the round.
It's Gottschall's group.
That's right. It's Steve Gottschall.
Rob Gottschall, sorry. Andy Mills, Chuck Grote, and Matt Smith. Smith on 5.
Oh, yeah, Smith should be C. Rob Gottschall is D. Seems to be consistent so far. So up now there on lane 6.
Andy Mills.
Andy Mills. With a nice, oh, that's a 10-pin. Didn't see that. Comes Rob Gottschall up there on lane number 4, 5. I'm tired today. I'm going to take the scoreboard picture down here. Well, you don't have to look at this guy's ear. There you see Tom Hess on lane number 4 with the strike. Nice strike there by Matt Smith.
It's Andy Mills.
Andy Mills.
To do our pregame before bowling.
Yeah.
They're pregame and bowling out there in the chat. They'll start in an hour and a half. Or so. depending on what my boys do.
Oh, and he's back to standing right there.
Who is that?
I'm not sure who that is. It's
I
think it's
that's Andy Mills in front of the camera.
Is that Andy Mills there in the striped shirt there, getting up
No,
on lane
no,
5?
No, he's in the Brunswick jersey. He's in front. His head's in front of the camera, back and forth. Smith's on 5.
Yeah, that's the guy. The guy in the striped shirt there was who is
Oh, was he in front of the camera?
Yeah.
They're just taking turns.
Well, no, he's as far as I know, he's the only one. Andy Mills there is not being picked up at all by the camera.
You can see his head there. Oh, there it goes. I think he realized he was in front of the camera. There we go. Yes, Matt Smith is pretty tall.
What's he throwing there? Is that a crossroad?
Yes.
On lane 5, Andy Mills.
Not Smith.
I'm going to turn my mic down for about 30 seconds.
The pick at the Boot Hill is the Megabucks tournament, if you will, in Chicago. I believe it's early June these days, where there's 2 or 3 different sweepers on various difficult patterns, plus the main event, which usually pays the neighborhood of $15,000 to win, if I'm not mistaken. You can just Google Boot Hill. There you go, boothillbowling.com. You'll probably have a full flyer and brochure out there with all the information on that tournament that Inside Bowling will be live streaming. The dates will be on there as well. Be the first time we have been to that tournament. So that'll be something you can look forward to. I believe it's the second weekend in June. Second or third. And yes, Rob Gottschall's won 2 in a row. And the Proprietors Cup in July. I believe we'll be doing that one as well. But the big one on our plate at the moment is the InsideBowling.com Open Tournament. Talked about 26th, 7th, and 8th over at Trout.
All right, action is underway. Down on 13 and 14. We'll take you there. How you doing, Mike? What'd you get to eat there?
I'm freezing, finally. How we doing up here, guys?
We're doing good, doing good. I am just destroying names this game.
Yeah, I was listening, yeah.
Hey,
Steve Gottschall.
Yeah. I got to take a little break there for a minute.
Matt Smith, Andy Mills pair here that we were just on. Yeah, I think you guys were wanting to know who the other guy was. Was that Chuck Grote I thought I saw throwing the ball?
Yeah, that's him.
Chucky Grote, all the way in from Utah. He joined us for a quick interview yesterday, if you remember when he first got in.
Right.
I gave him my headset. So, game number 6 of 6, huh, guys?
This
Yeah,
thing
that's
is wrapping up. We should have a game update after game number 5 pretty quickly here. Shouldn't take long. As we bring this thing in, can't wait to get to these stepladder finals. That's going to be exciting. Looking forward to doing these 2-3 camera shoots here. We're actually going to be using lanes 3 through 6 for the first 2 elimination matches side by side. So what we'll do is we'll put one camera behind both pairs, and it'll cover both pairs. And then we'll run one more HDMI cable down there, Matt, and with this camera right here. And we'll just put 2 different cameras on 2 different scoreboards. So we'll be able to cut in with the scoreboards from time to time. We'll cover both pairs at the same time. Then once they make it through that, then I believe they're going to bowl their elimination match on 7 and 8. And then we're going to skip all the way down to 17 and 18 or 15 and 16 for the progressive stepladder as we get closer to the booth with our championship pair being lanes 11 and 12.
Okay.
Which has not been the most higher scoring of pairs today or all weekend for that matter.
No, not at all.
9 and 10, 11 and 12, even 7 and 8's got some strikes up right now, but it hasn't been too high scoring all tournament.
Yeah. You've been sitting over there, Lee. You should know that's
not watching NASCAR.
That's your pair. I mean, that is your pair.
Happened there, Lee.
Mr. Thomas down there kind of couldn't pry it off his thumb at an 8-10, and it went about 40 feet in the air.
Take it back over here to 3 and 4. 5 and 6. Sorry, guys.
Matt Smith can't get the 4 out. He had the front 4.
Good look at Chuck Grote. We'll call him the pride of Utah. No Clay Reese in the field today. He just missed by 10 pins, I believe. Is Riggles going to make it in, guys?
Not sure. We have Game 5 updates, though.
We sure do. We're going to find out. We're going to run this thing down. We got Dwayne Kiltz at 425. He's been doing very well since the day he walked in the building 2 days ago. Nick Heilman sits second at plus 394. Nice move for him. Mike Peters third at plus 390. Fourth place, Rick Volhard. We saw him shoot 300 a while ago. 373 over. Those are your top 4 guys right now with a game to go. Just 11 pins back in fifth, Brian Crane at 362 over. At 333 over is Derek Sapp in sixth. Dave Barris is up to seventh place. He is at plus 328. Very, very tight. Tom Hess in eighth at plus 327. Nicholas Krummel at plus 314. And then in 10th, Rick Miller at plus 307. Chuck Grote, who we've been talking about, 1 pen off the show, sits in 11th. Matt Smith also on this pair. He's just on the outside looking in at plus 303. 4 pins off the show. Tyler Cruz sits 13th at plus 302. He's 5 pins off the show. Ken Kemp at plus 294. Jason Guest at 290. Scott Rains at plus 284. That rounds out your 16. Then other guys like Gottschall, Wegan, Wojnar, Riggles at plus 249. All those guys vying for a spot.
Well, Wojnar started the day tied for 64th.
Yeah.
And he's in 19th.
Great observation, Lee. He has been he's been a blossomer. He's moving up.
Do they run brackets today?
You know, I didn't see that. Normally when the cream comes in like this, the cream Matt Turek as he leaves for a little bit, the cream rises to the top, and the cream doesn't want to bowl brackets against the cream, so usually not too many, but I really don't know. No, that's a good question. Well, that's a good question.
Somebody's got to win.
There's Andy Mills.
I find it interesting how his slide foot is partway off the ground when he releases the ball every single time.
Oh, yeah.
And
consistent, though.
Oh, it's that it is, but
that is interesting. There are some crazy styles. None crazier than Matt Wagon.
Right.
None crazier. So we're happy you're here with us, and we know many of you have been with us the entire weekend. And we thank you for watching online bowling. we know there's other options out there. We know there's Extra Frame, there's Bowl TV, and there's many other things to watch in this great game of bowling, and we know you can only watch so much each week. So when you tune into our broadcast, we really appreciate you being part of it with us. These tournament directors appreciate it too. And your numbers help gather future sponsorships for events. So you are helping in your own way help bowling. Chuck Grote looking to have a big game here to get into the top 10. Should see some emotion from some of these players as it comes down the stretch. Each shot matters. Grote open with spare four-bagger. Ham bone, as we were efforting to get Rob Stone. Doesn't look like that's going to pan out for me today, Lee. Rob has responded to me quickly in the past. He's probably calling soccer somewhere overseas.
And just a reminder, the Masters telecast is scheduled to start at 2 o'clock Central Time. And if you're not going to be in front of your television, set your DVR and give yourself an extra half an hour. If you remember last year, even when the show started on time, at the U.S. Open, that show ran long. And if you only set your DVR for 2 hours, you would have missed the Who Do You Think You Are? I Am. And, of course, the preceding show in front of ESPN is a 3-point game at halftime. So that's why I warn you.
Yeah, that being Illinois versus Michigan.
Illinois on top.
And Lee Boudouris being a huge Illinois fan. He's from the other side of the river. We call him left field in St. Louis. Left field being the worst field compared to right field. I live on the right side of the river. He lives on the left side of the river. So that's why Lee is so interested in Illinois basketball. And if Mizzou was playing, it would be the same way for us. Although we're having all kinds of complications and issues with Mizzou right now. Oh, we got a Kenny Parks shout out here in the chat. Love Kenny. Chris Pickett wants to know how my team is doing in the travel league. Not very well, Chris Pickett. You can find information about that league on stlmastersbowling.com and find out all you want to find out about that one. Thanks for asking. My third selection as a protected player was Pete Weber on a limited schedule, and it's come to kind of burn me a little bit because Pete's not available very often. Never would thought of picking Pete Weber and it hurting your team. Just when you have a 6-person roster and you can sub in and out, Pete's not there a lot. It does kind of hurt our team. We bowl on patterns. So, but I love having Pete on the team, so wouldn't have it any other way. It's fantastic to have him in that league. Let's bring in split screen. We'll keep an eye on the other pair as well as we continue to bring home the 6th and final game of the Fusion Realtors Open Cashers round. Great prize list. We've talked about it a couple of times. $3,000 for first, $200 for 64th, and it was only a $120 entry to get in the tournament.
Using 9 and 10 in the step ladder at all?
We will not be using 9 and 10.
Okay,
It's tough to get a camera in there.
Looks like there's some people that are going to be happy with that. They have this group with Wriggles' group. They've thrown 20 strike balls, and they've left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single pins.
Lanes 5 and 6, Matt Smith now up. Smith coming into this game sits at 303 over in 12th position. Players looking to get into the top 10 for our modified step ladder. Right now, 307 is that number, so Matt Smith looking for a big game. We'll check in on the scoreboard for Matt. Possible 236. I would say he would need every bit of that. Also in that pair, we've been talking about Chuck Grote, who is 3 pins ahead of Matt. So both vying for position.
We got Rick Miller on 7 and 8, who was the number. He's got a 208 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. 258 should get him in the show with no trouble.
Looks like Hess is bowling a pretty good game down there as well. Who sits 8th? Dave Barris, Derek Sapp, Nicholas Crummell are the folks we need to know how they are doing to see if they're going to go backwards. And if they do not go backwards, then Grote and Smith may not be able to even have a chance to get in without a huge number. And we saw that Smith just has 230 left. Here's Rob Gottschall from Lincoln, Nebraska. Rob sits at plus 283 in 17th place. Probably not going to get there or be able to get there, but still Rob bowled well this weekend. Now just a possible 247 for Gottschall. John Pesh in the chat says it's going to be a great stepladder no matter who makes it in, and boy, I couldn't agree with you more. I look forward to these stepladders. We get you a couple different angles and have the live scoring up on the screen for you. It's going to be a fun time. See if we can't grab a participant from this week, a guest commentator to sit in with us, give us a perspective from someone who bowled the tournament. There is Hess, just stones an 8. You see that happen over on the left lane. Ooh. He's down on one knee. He's trying to do his best Tim Tebow. Hess is feeling the pressure. He sits 8th. He wants to get in that top 4. Hess is at 327. 4th place, Rick Volhard, 373. I don't see that happening. But Volhard is way away from us. He's down on 27 and 28. So I don't know what's happening down there. I'm going to watch him deliver a ball. What did Riggs just say?
It's a good line there from Mr. Riggles, who's right in front of us. He said it's the first time he's been the tall guy on a pair since the last time he bowled a junior pro-am.
Nice. As the junior or as the pro?
As the pro.
Oh, okay. I would say probably in juniors he probably wasn't the tallest ever either.
There's a team on the Monday League I bowl in that has one guy over 5'7" and a half, or 5'8". But they can strike a lot. Wriggles says 9 spare, 9 spare double, 9 spare double.
Wriggles on this pair here with our what we like to call the camera from that has a mind of its own. But still nonetheless a shot of that pair. Shannon Buchan as well. And then back over to Gottschall and Chucky Grote. Chucky Grote has a huge following in Utah. Everybody loves the guy. Gottschall's just, my ball reaction is kind of blah. Bring me a tougher condition so my 2-0s hold up longer.
You know a guy named John Pesh? He says you hate being the center of attention and you never talk to anyone.
A lot of bowling balls are fluttering down lane at this point in the day, and if you grab it, you're right through the face. So you got to be nice to it through the front, but you got to have enough get-back sauce on the ball to be able to get through the pins. See a lot of 5s going into the 7s, a lot of fallback as that looks like it's about the best line of attack. So big scores the last game? I think not. 230 is about all you're pretty much going to see. Rick Miller, do we see what he finished at?
257. He's in the show.
So that's the big number. That's the big number that I see out there right now. Rick Miller.
He's the one who needed it the most.
He was on the number at 307. He improves to 364 over. So Rick Miller definitely going to be in there.
And Gail Myers agreed with that assessment as well.
Which assessment was that, Lee? Lee's having a conversation with Jeff Riggles now at this point in time. So Mike Flanagan here flying solo as Lee and Riggles work out there. What's going on over there?
Well, just chatting with Mr. Riggles here based off of what's going on in the chat. And he wanted to know if Gail Myers Jr. made his single pin practice session today. Or if he is yet to do it or just missed it.
Oh, wow, Andy Mills. What happened there, bud? Andy Mills open in the 10th, 194.
Oh, Riggles just tripped out the 5. Does his best Colin Kaepernick.
Andy Mills is in 27th position at plus 230. So Andy Mills finishes at plus 224, it looks like. Member of the reigning USBC Open Championship. Eagle winning team, first prize in that great event. Kicks off March 1st. Chuck Grote, look at him, a little fist pump. That's right, I'm Chuck Grote and I approve this strike. There's Hess with a great shot. Hess is going to make it in. I truly believe Tom Hess is going to be in that stepladder, and that's always going to be a treat for us to watch, especially if he's in the 7 to 10 matches. Uphill battle, but Tom's got it going on as long as he doesn't get a case of the tugs like he did earlier when he was on a pair in front of us. Oh, look at Chucky Grote. See what he's got left here up on the larger scoreboard. Grote can shoot 234.
Oh.
So Grote will improve to plus 340. Will it be enough? Need to know what Dave Barris had this game. Dave Barris, Derek Sapp, Nicholas Crummel. Crummel's down on lanes 31 and 32 this game.
Not going to see that from here.
So Jeff Riggles will not be in your top 10 today.
But Gil's letting him throw his purse down the lane, so that's important.
Riggles came in to today in 26th position at plus 155. Still a nice outing for Jeff Riggles.
And blowing up the chat room.
How you doing, guys? I'm back here. Had to take a little break.
Yeah, how we doing?
Doing good. I went outside. I checked Facebook. There's a video on Facebook of the tire actually hitting the lady.
Yeah, I
Did
saw
you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane, man. Got some tweets coming in. Susie Fever, first time I've been.
Tall man on the pair since bowling junior pro-am. That was at Riggs.
Yeah.
So 5 and 6 are complete. You saw it here, 234, Chuck Grote. Will it be enough for him to get in? 222 for Rob Gottschall. Rob Gottschall will not make it in. We'll head over to our pair where we still have bowling. Dave Dentlinger, Mark Lineberry, Cody Brandow, and Walter Pekovich. Lanes 13 and 14 as we bring this thing home.
Brandow's got 2:48 left. Good finish to his tournament.
So no Lenny Borish, no Jacob Borish in your top 10 either. We really need to find out what Dave Barris and Nicholas Crummel have bowled or are bowling. Can you move that camera, Matt, for our booth shot? Yeah.
The center of attention. First ball on the 10th. Trips another 5. Should we just put our hand up with the one finger? Not for Buchan, but for Riggles before he even throws a shot.
Or how about for Mike Lineberry, Mark Lineberry, who's up on our screen right now, throwing in a 5 pin.
Riggles trips another 5.
That's on lane 10 you just saw on your screen.
So it's been the last pin to fall on his last 3 strikes.
Jeff Riggles, possible 237 right in front of us, off camera view. You're watching lanes 13 and 14.
Nick, it'll be Brummel shot 266, according to our chat. And Jeff, one more 5 pin. I left 7.
Just a little after 1 o'clock here, Central Time. I would imagine this step ladder is going to get started right about 1:30. And we'll have the 7 seed against the 10 seed on lanes 3 and 4. We'll have the 8 and the 9 seed on lanes 5 and 6 simultaneous for you. Winner of each match will then be reinserted, and those 2 pairs are going to flip-flop then. So whoever advances from 3 and 4 will then move to lanes 5 and 6, and whoever advances from 5 and 6 will move to 3 and 4 to then draw the 5 and the 6 seed. Then the winners of each one of those matches, I believe, are going to duel it out on lanes 7 and 8,
okay,
which is going to determine your 5th seed, which is then going to go down to lanes 17 and 18 to bowl the 4th seed, 15 and 16 to bowl the 3 seed, 13 and 14 to bowl the 2 seed, and our championship pair will be on lanes 11 and 12 right here in front of the booth. Jeff Riggles has a question for us. What's the question, Jeff?
What's the number? At 314, he shot 250.
To make the top 10? Jeff is asking a prediction for the top 10. 325 or so?
A lot of people close who shot a big number that game.
We need to know what Nicholas Crummell and Dave Barris bowled, Jeff. There's also a Nick Heilman, so I'd like some clarification from the chat on what Nick, because we cannot assume that it's the one that we're looking for.
Right.
So we're going to need to know that. But Dave Barris, Derek Sapp, Nicholas Crummell, we need to know what those folks bowled. So we really have no predictable score because only half the house is cameraed up. So, but what we need to do is we need to bring it into the booth, Lee Boudouris, because we need to get going on what we have to do, which is get some cameras set up. I'm Mike Flanagan with Matt Turek, Lee Boudouris here in the booth. We've been bringing you continuing coverage of the Fusion Realtors Open. Game 6 of 6 now in the books. We do have a couple still finishing down on the high end, way out of camera range. We've enjoyed bringing you this coverage, and we are going to have 10 very phenomenally talented bowlers in our extended stepladder is what I want to call it.
There you go.
10 versus 7, 8 versus 9. We went over it just a little while ago. So what we'll do is we're going to leave you eventually to some music here, and then we'll come back with your cut number and come back with our cameras for our continuing coverage of this Fusion Realtors Open here from Waterloo, Iowa, here at Maple Lanes. We'll see you here in just a little bit. We'll leave the mic on, and we'll get you some music here shortly.